Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is Monday and it's February. Who's ready to get into spring? Because I sure as heck am. I am officially ready to start thinking about the garden officially. Obviously, unofficially, I've been thinking about the garden since October when the garden started being sad looking. But now we are in February, and in February we can actually plant seeds. So that is something that is definitely top of mind for me, is planting seeds and getting the garden started. But there are a whole bunch of other things that I think are must-dos for February. Things that have to get finished, things that have to get started, things that we have to do. So that's one of the things we're going to be talking about today. We are also going to continue knitting this dress. I have lofty goals of getting this thing finished sooner rather than later. That would be my ideal scenario. I don't think I'm doing increases right now, right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on row 11. Have I decided not to do an increase here? Isn't this a row where I should do or round where I should do an increase? Or did we just decide we were going to go down straight for a while? It's hard to know. I think I'll just continue working around with my knits. I do think I'm going to need to switch back into the green because it's turning out to be a very pink dress, which is fine. Pink is cute, pink is lovely, but this is supposed to be a pink and green dress. So I think maybe on the next round, I'll go back and I'll do some green again. Maybe I'll do a bigger patch of green on the next one. Or maybe I'll just do the ruffle at the bottom in green. I don't know. I haven't really decided. I do feel good about the ruffle. Like, I know I'm going to do that again. It turned out so good last time. By the way, if you're new, hi, I'm Laura. This is the Last Minute Morning Show. The Last Minute Laura Morning Show. And we get together Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. We knit, we crochet, we make stuff, we paint, we embroider, we sew, we do plant stuff, we do animal stuff. It's just generally a crafty community here, full of really nice people. And if you're into crafty stuff or eclectic sort of, weird stuff, this is probably a good spot for you. Happy Monday, Heather. Good morning. Nice to see you this morning. But as I summarize what we're here for, don't forget to click the thumbs up button as you come in. It helps the channel, and if you're already here hanging out with us, then I think it's worthy of a thumbs up, don't you? Also, I dyed my hair again on the weekend, and I also cut my bangs again, so now they're little mini bangs again, and I forgot how much I like them when they're nice and short like this. Styling them, not the part that I like, but I like how they look, so I will keep it for now. I was saying to Alex on the end of last week, I don't know, should I shave my head again, or should I just, and when I say my head, I mean the sides. I have the sides shaved like quite short, right down to skin, and I was thinking about not reshaving them because they had grown out to probably like a number 2 for men's haircut length, maybe a number 3, and then Alex said, "But you were so happy when you first shaved them. Like, do you not like it anymore?" And I was like, I don't know. I like it. And he said, "Then do it again. It'll grow back." And then I did it again. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember why. I really like it. It feels nice. And I like it. So I'm going to keep my hair like this for as long as it feels fun and nice to do. And then when it becomes considerably too much work for me, I will stop and let it just grow back. That being said, I do have quite a lot of root happening, and it's making me consider, is it time to bleach my roots and have fully pink hair, or do I just keep dyeing the parts that are bleached and letting them grow out? This is the trouble I'm in right now. Do I want to continue bleaching my hair, or do I want to grow it out? I love having pink hair, but for me that requires quite a lot of maintenance. As you can see, my hair is dark, so it's a bit much. Thank you, Heather, for saying you like the video. Appreciate it. Also, tomorrow's video isn't done yet. I'm going to be honest. I'm working on it. It's almost done. But it's not done. It's like, I'm going to say it's 60% done. I'm going to work really hard today after the live stream. I'm going to work really hard. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to buckle down, and I am going to get all of it finished. I'm going to finish tomorrow's video. It is for a crocheted leaf-shaped throw pillow, and I really hope that the video turns out great, because I worked hard on it, and even though I'm not even done it yet, I still hope that it turns out great. Also, I now have got up to 3 different dog food types. This is unrelated to crafting. I have this thought in my head that Toby is, he loves food, and he loves different flavors of food, but he doesn't eat very much at one time, and I don't know if it's because he doesn't have the biggest food drive for, like, food. He loves treats, but for food, he'll eat a little bit of his food, and it's because he was free-fed. At his old home, he was free-fed, which means they filled up the bowl in the morning, and by the end of the day, Toby would eat all of the food. Unfortunately, we have Peekaboo in the house, who, if there is any food left behind, she will absolutely eat what's left. So I've been trying to get Toby to eat at breakfast time when Peekaboo eats. Anyway, so because I've convinced myself it's because he doesn't like the food enough to, like, gobble it all down, that's not realistic. It's because he's used to eating when he wants, not just when I feed him. So anyway, I put his food down. When he stops eating, I take his food away. And that, in my head, is going to help him recognize that when he's done eating, food is gone. But he's also 4.5 pounds, so I can't, like, restrict his food at all. So it's kind of like, I have to find a happy middle ground, basically, to train him to be, like, mealtime fed. Anyway, what I've been doing is collecting dog foods, essentially. So now I'm up to 3 different dog foods with 3 separate different toppers. I have beef bone broth. I have beef liver freeze-dried powder. I have duck toppers. It's like dried kibble, but it's freeze-dried duck bits. So at this point, Toby has 3 foods and 3 food toppers that I'm basically mix and matching every morning so that he has a different food. And the newest one that I added into our rotation, I almost said recommendation, into our rotation is a freeze-dried food. So it's raw. It's a raw meat food. And it's got like 4 ingredients. It's like meats and bones, and a couple fruits and vegetables. It's like very few ingredients, and it's freeze-dried in these little pucks. And you break up a puck, and you add warm water, and it turns it into meat mush. And Toby loves it, but he doesn't eat all of it all at once. So it's just, anyway. I'm now up to 3 foods and 3 toppers, so I'm interchanging and mix and matching every morning to try and incentivize Toby to eat more of his food first thing in the morning. But I feel good about it. I feel like if I was eating the same meat mush every single day, I'd probably go crazy. And, like, Peekaboo doesn't, because Peekaboo loves food. I think she loves just any time she can be eating, she loves it. So her kibble, she has 2 different kibbles that I switch between. Unfortunately, right now she's only using one of them because it's a weight loss kibble, so she has to lose weight. My fat cat. Anyway, does anyone else do that? Are you someone who just buys the same food for your dog for its whole life and then that's all the dog ever has? Or do you do the, like, puppy food, adult food, senior food? Do you do breed-specific food? You know, like, there's the Royal Canin. You can do, like, your breed-specific. Do you feed raw? What is your thing with your dog and your cat? How do you feed your pets? I always, when we had Thunder, we just went for the highest quality food and stayed with that one food until he turned into a senior dog, and then we switched to that exact food in the senior mix. And then all we added to his food was glucosamine and, like, fish oil. I think that's all. So Thunder maintained basically one food his whole life. But I don't know why, for some reason, I'm deciding to add more food into Toby's world. Not that he needs it. He is totally happy with just like eating the same thing, I think. But I don't want him to have to be happy eating the same thing. You sweet baby. Oh, look at that belly. Look at that big belly. That's a big chest you got there, bud. You good boy. Oh, where are you going? You're falling over. Anyway. Yeah, I want to know how you guys feed your pets. What's your style? Like, I grew up in a house that it was like kibbles and bits. The dogs got kibbles and bits, and that's like that's the generic dog food, you know? It's just dog food. And they were free fed, so it was, we put food in the bowl in the morning, and all 3 dogs ate from the same bowl. And when the bowl was empty, you'd add more food to it because nobody was eating more than they needed to. We had poodles. They would just eat until they were done. And 1 big bowl of water, 1 big bowl of food, kibbles and bits their whole life. They lived 13 to 15 years, all of our poodles. So it's like, and yet now I look at that food and I'm like, I would never feed my dog kibbles and bits. It's all gluten. It's all filler. It's all corn. But like, my Chihuahua that was on this high quality food for his whole life died at 14. My poodle that was on kibbles and bits her whole life died at 15. You know? Is it all a scam? Whomst among us. I don't know. I don't know if it's all a scam, but as a double income, no kids family, I have become more and more obsessed with my pets as the years go on, and now I'm looking at them as people and going, they must be bored. They must be. Peekaboo is so enthusiastic about eating that I don't think she's bored, but that could just be she's enthusiastic because she's hungry, not because it tastes good. You know? Like, what does she have to entertain her other than food? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. All I know is that my pet obsession is strong and thriving. And Toby needs a brother. Not now, just in general, Toby needs a brother. Or a sister. Toby could have a sister. I mean, like, I've been opposed to girl dogs, but that's, like, just bias. And you know what's crazy about that? I've always said, like, I don't like girl dogs. I don't like girl dogs. My favorite dog, like, my heart dog growing up was Cleo. She was the only girl dog that we had. We only had boys except Cleo, and she was my favorite. Like, she and I were besties. God, I loved Cleo so much. She was such a good girl. And lived her whole life on kibbles and bits and was totally okay. Oh, also, this weekend, busy weekend, but a really good weekend. The things I got done outside of the busy, I washed all of our floors. Oh, Alex slept in yesterday. So Alex sleeps in on the weekends and I don't. I typically wake up maybe half an hour later than I will on weekdays, but like, that's not a sleep in. Alex sleeps in like 4 hours later than he sleeps. Like, he wakes up at like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he's usually up by 10 on weekends. And for me, that means I get 3 or 4 hours of quiet time alone upstairs that I can do whatever I want because Alex sleeps like the dead. So I came upstairs. I washed the dishes from the night before. I cleaned up the kitchen. I put away everything on the table. I wiped down the table, and then I washed the floors in the kitchen. Then I prepped Alex's breakfast. He makes his own breakfast, but he does the same thing every day, so I know what he needs to have set up. I set up everything he needs for his breakfast, and then I made coffee, but I didn't turn it on until I heard him moving downstairs, and then I turned it on. So he came up on Sunday morning to a clean house with everything, all the windows, like, open and bright, his office already turned on, like I turned on all the lights and opened his windows and stuff, and a clean, beautiful floor. It was like a beautiful morning. He may not care particularly the way I do because he doesn't see that stuff, but I still know that like certain things about the house bring him calm. I'm sorry, I have a hangnail and it's driving me nuts. I can't pay attention. I need to go cut it. I'll be right back. Like literally in 1 sec. And we'll discuss what's happening right here. Where are you? My little clippers. Where did I put you? Why are you hiding from me? I think I got it. I think I got it. Where is everybody? Why am I talking to myself? 1 sec, I'm gonna top off my coffee while you guys funnel into the room. Where are you? I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. All right. Here we are. How was your weekend? I have a new hack that was actually recommended by Deborah a long time ago. Deborah is in the chat sometimes. Well, always, but I mean, that's who I'm talking about, is somebody in the chat. Deborah in the chat said, I add butter to my coffee, and do I need to be adding butter to anything? No. Do I love adding butter to my coffee now? I will say, if you've never tried it, if you have an upset stomach when you drink coffee, which is me, every single time I drink coffee, I get, like, it's not like, it's like nausea. I'm not going to puke, but it's like nausea, but it's kind of like pain. Anyway, I get that every time I drink coffee. However, as a coffee addict, it is worth it for the other effects of coffee. Anyway, if you add like a tiny bit of butter, like a little blip, a pad of butter, a thumbprint sized chunk of butter to your coffee, the amount that your stomach is affected by the coffee is at least cut in half, but maybe 75% less. It also makes the coffee like really smooth. It doesn't taste like butter. It just feels like creamier. It's very pleasant. So, while it's probably not good for you, it's very delicious. I have 3 dogs. We have a free feeder and water. It's mid-grade dog food. Doodle is 11, Minpin is 4, Ozzy is 1. They seem to thrive. Heather, totally. So, the only thing that I was concerned about when we had Thunder originally, we went to the vet. I was very concerned about keeping our dog healthy, which is normal, I think, but I was probably a little over concerned when we got Thunder. So I went on the deep dive because I was thinking he only eats 1/4 cup a day. Like, that's how much Toby eats. 1/4 of 1 cup of food. So in my head, I'm like, okay, my poodles were free fed as a kid. They got to eat like lots if they wanted lots. He can't fit lots in. So for me, it was like quality over quantity, because it's like a big dog. I don't know if this is real or if this is just what's in my head, but like a big dog has more space and parts. A small dog, in my brain, I'm like, he's only eating 1/4 cup a day. I want it to be a good 1/4 cup. And if he's only, like with the poodles, they were probably eating 3 or 4 cups a day with 3 poodles. And that ends up being pretty pricey if you're feeding 3 of them all day, you know what I mean? Whereas since he eats 1/4 cup a day, not 1/4 cup twice a day, 1/4 cup is how much food this dog eats, and that's it. So because of that, a dog food bag that is 4 kilos, I think, or 4 pounds. I don't know how big the bag is. I think it's 4 kilos. Anyway, the dog food bag is like $30, and it's a tiny amount of food for $30. But the food lasts 3 months. So like $10 a month for his food is totally reasonable to me. Obviously, if I was getting like even like cheaper dog food, like I've heard Kirkland, the Costco brand dog food, is one of the best for large dogs. like specifically when I was looking for Great Dane specific high quality food, apparently Kirkland is the best quality of high quality dog food for large dogs. Anyway, they don't have a small dog food, but what Toby is on right now, he has Blue Buffalo, Wellness. I can't read the third brand. It says natural is the word I can read. Natural Miracle? Does that sound right? Anyway, yeah, I feel like it's not all silly, but it's all silly. Because dog food is like, it is all byproducts. Dog food is not primary products. It shouldn't be primary products. With peace and love, primary meat products should go to people. Secondary meat products should go to animals. So dog food shouldn't be made out of the best parts of everything, because that should be for people. But there's so much byproduct from every animal that like they can definitely eat healthy foods by using the byproducts from people. But I don't know, man. I've just been thinking about it, and I realized another bag of dog food arrived yesterday, and I was like, oh, I forgot I ordered that. Now I have 3 bags of dog food on the go. It's just our animal shelf is getting a little bit out of hand. I'm looking at it. That's why I'm leaning over and looking in the kitchen. Anyway, I wish we could free feed Peekaboo, but she will just eat all of the food that's there. And then she'll eat all of Toby's food. So there is no opportunity to free feed her. But Toby wants to be free fed. Stop it. Look at this dog. Are you kidding me? Toby. You're so cute. Can I see that tummy? Oh, look at that tummy. Look at that little tummy. Want to scratch it? Oh, he's a good boy. Yeah. He's a sweet baby. He's just a little fella. Look, he's so little. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. Not specifically important. Just something that's on my mind. So how was your weekend? Anything exciting happen with you this weekend? By the way, as you come in, don't forget to click the thumbs up button, okay? This weekend, I also took some time and watered this plant finally. This one beside me. This is a Ripsalis that I got from Rice Road Greenhouse in, I believe it's in Niagara Falls? Is it Niagara Falls, or is it I don't think it's still St. Catharines. What's after St. Catharines? I think it's Niagara Falls. Anyway, Rice Road Greenhouse, and it's this giant, beautiful greenhouse in my area that you can get really high quality things for a really reasonable price, in my opinion. I consider it quite reasonable. So a couple years ago now, I'm trying to see if I'm in focus. Do I look in focus to you? Okay, a couple years ago now, I went to the Rice Road Greenhouse with Alex, and they had a huge amount of these Ripsalis hanging baskets. And they were regular price $19.99, on sale for $11.99 or $12.99. I don't remember. Something like that. I remember it was $12, but I don't know if it was $12 because it was $11.99 or if it was $12 like $12.99. So I just can't remember. You'll just have to believe me. Anyway, I got this Ripsalis. It was already large. It wasn't as large as it is now, but it was already large, and I thought it was an amazing plant. And I've just kept it alive on just barely any care. This thing gets poor light all winter because it lives in Alex's office, and then it lives in the shade outside all summer. Like, it doesn't live in direct sunlight in the summer because it lives in the shade in the winter. But in the summer, it lives in like our shady backyard area, and it thrives. It blooms in October every year, and it blooms in like April most years, and it's just a really cool plant. It blooms and it makes tiny little dragon fruits, like itty bitty dragon fruits. Anyway, I just wanted to show you how big it's getting because I don't know what to do next. I know I'm gonna have to repot it next year, but I don't want to repot it in a big pot. I love the size of the pot, so I'm wondering if I have to like cut it back a little bit to allow it to still fit in this small pot. I'll show you how big the whole plant is. Are you ready? You're gonna be like, that's a pretty big plant. Look at this. So what it does, it has like one long finger, and then the finger separates into like 5 branches. And then each of those branches become their own finger, and they split. And then it becomes a finger, and then they split. And they just keep splitting. So now, like, look at this chunk. You can see there's fruits on this one. See, there's 2 little fruits. Those are flower blossoms that are dried up, and then there's little fruits on it. But anyway, this thing is doing amazing on absolutely neglect. This thing is not cared for like nearly as well as it should be. And it is like completely in amazing health and gigantic. Look how big it is now. So when I got it, it was probably, it was missing like all of these. Everything below my arm is like new since I got it. And I've had it a couple years now. Isn't she glorious? Like, what even? Anyway, I follow this YouTuber who's in my area, and she sort of just travels around to the local greenhouses. And she was at Rice Road Greenhouse for one of her recent tutorials. One of her recent, what would you call that? Garden tours? Greenhouse tours. For one of her recent greenhouse tours, she was in Rice Road Greenhouse, and I saw a couple of these in her video, and I said, oh my goodness, I have one from Rice Road Greenhouse from a few years ago, and I commented on her video, said, that's amazing, I have one, they're awesome plants. Mine has white flowers and makes pink fruit, and the fruit is mildly sweet. Like, I gave her a whole rundown. She didn't ask, but I left a comment, and she replied and said, oh, the ones that make pink fruit are rare. And I was like, I'm not paying attention that much anymore to the rare plant situation. That's not my interest right now. So, like, I don't know all of the plant names of the new stuff. I only know the stuff that was, like, happening at the beginning of COVID. Like, I know all of those plant names because I was really interested in it then. But anyway, I have this beautiful Ripsalis that is doing her best, and I'm quite pleased with it. I feel really good about its growth and success. Hey there, Sharon. Good morning. So while I am happy about it, I'm going to go put it back in my kitchen. It's been living in Alex's office for several years in the winter, and then in the summer it lives outside. But I watered it yesterday, and while I was checking it out, I was like, I'm going to give it a couple days in the sun. I just think it deserves a couple of days in the sun. All of these fruits will be able to ripen, and it'll have enough energy to get it to survive until spring. It only needs like a day or two in the sun, and then it survives in Alex's office is dark. It's not like, I've done everything I can to make it bright by adding lights, adding lamps, just adding little like twinkle lights, everything. But it's still a dark room. So this is not getting enough sunlight in there. But it's obviously getting enough sunlight to survive. I'll be right back. I'm going to just go put it back in the kitchen to hang up. What are you doing in here? You want to come sit with us? You want to come sit with us? All right. Okay. Well, I'll put your bed up here so that you can come if you want to. How about that? Does that sound good? Here, see? Everybody's happy. Oh, anywho, so that was an exciting thing I did this weekend. I was really happy about that plant. Did I say hi, Sharon? Hi, Sharon. You could just hang out there, Peekaboo. You don't have to think very hard about it. All is well. Also, before we jump in, no, I'm not interested in that right now. Your hair is beautiful, but I want it to stay on your body for right now. There. Now you can sit with us. Okay, also, I painted again on the weekend. I'm painting every night. Oh, right, that was something I wanted to do. I wanted to sign, what day is it? February 1st is when I did this. Okay. Signed. And then this one was the day before that, which would be January 31st. I'm trying to sign all of them and date them because I'm a disorganized person. Okay, so I tried to do a bird and it went horrible. It went like horribly wrong. This was my attempt at my first attempt at painting a bird with watercolors. It went expertly wrong. Like all the ways that painting a bird could not go well happened. I'm not a bird artist. Like sorry, there's cat hair on me and I could feel it. And it's like making me go crazy. Okay, anyway, I'm not a bird artist. I know that. I did this from memory of what I remember a bird looks like. That's what I got. Anyway, I took a day off of painting a bird and then I tried to paint a bird again. Same thing, from memory. This time I did a blue jay. This time I went for a cardinal. From far away, this one looks like a cardinal. So I'm going to say this one is more of a success than whatever the heck happened here. But up close, this does not look good. So from back here, oh wow, you painted a cardinal. Hold on. Oh, it's a cardinal. That's how I feel when I look at this one. So not ideal, but practice makes progress, right? And I don't know what I'm doing, so I have to practice. I did another loose florals attempt, which is, it's fine. It's nothing to write home about. Just practicing my watercolors. And then I did one that I think turned out okay. It's not particularly watercolory, but like it's okay. I'm happy with it because I'm practicing. I did tulips. There's my tulips painting. Very lovely. I tried to do another blending and I found out that if you wait till it's dry, you can't continue blending. That's what I learned with this. So it's not good, but that's okay. Basically, I'm a learning, doing my darndest, trying my best. So it's getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Some parts of my watercolor are getting better. Some parts are not. But some parts really are. Like this bug one, I'm quite pleased with this. I consider this like pretty good. It's a pretty good little artwork that I did there. So I need to just focus on getting better at the stuff I'm really bad at, which is when I'm using lots of pigment. I feel like when I'm not using a lot of pigment, I'm more confident. And then when I start using a lot of pigment, something goes wrong. Every time it just goes wrong. So, did I show you the oxalis I painted? I also painted oxalis. And that was my first attempt at a person. First attempt at a landscape. Basically, I'll just keep practicing. By the time 2026 ends, you're going to come here and you're going to be like, whoa, that's really good watercolor skill you have. That's what you're going to say. Do you want to see what I did on the weekend? I framed one of my own watercolor paintings. Is that a faux pas? I don't know, and I don't care, because I think this is the coolest little piece of art I've made. I got this frame for 50 cents at the thrift store on the weekend. We went to the thrift store, and I got this new frame for 50 cents. It already had the matting, and I put my painting of rocks in it. The painting I did, we finished it together. So this one is now hanging on my wall. Actually, come on, that looks pretty sick, right? Like, that's a cute piece of artwork, if I do say so myself. So, pleased with that. Hanging it on my wall. Now, on my wall, I only have one piece of purchased artwork. All the rest of my artwork on the wall beside me is either mine or Alex's. And I love it so much. I think that is so fun. If you make arts and crafts... Oh, shiitake mushrooms! Why am I like this? Please excuse my loud language. I just spilled coffee all over myself, all over my floor, all over my... Just a deep breath, everyone. Everyone just hold it together. We're gonna survive this, just like we do every single friggin' time it happens. And if you're not new here, oh God, even my Crocs just got filled with coffee. If you're not, oh, Jesus Murphy, if you're not new here, you know this is not new. The reason I don't get upset about it anymore is because it happens so gosh dang frequently to me. Like, it doesn't matter what I do. If I use a thermos, I knock the thermos over. If I use a coffee cup, I knock the coffee cup over. It doesn't matter. Coffee as a watercolor. It basically, that's what's happening right now. I was in the shower. I have to say that the cardinal looks like a cardinal, far away and close. Thanks, Heather. You're so nice. Even up close, you think it looks like a real live cardinal. I need to get my little mop because there is a full cup of coffee on the floor. Laura, who did this to you? Why are we like this? Just a sec. Of course. Tell me you're dead right now. Oh, good, you're not. Thank goodness. Christmas present for the win. I mean, now my floor is cleaner than it was before, so that's good, right? All right, hold on, guys. I need to go change my pants. On account of the coffee I spilled all over them. I'll be right back. Well, can't say I'm surprised about what just happened, but I can say that is not ideal when that happens. So let me just make myself a quick, fresh cup of coffee, and I will be right back. happened. And it's all cleaned up. All is well. Peekaboo decided to go downstairs and she is currently in bed. Oh, there is still coffee on the table. One sec. I just want to live stream and hang out with my live stream community. Is that so much to ask? Oh, oh, oh. All right. Now, just everybody relax and hang out and knit and crochet together. Just want it to be a chill hang. We don't need any drama. All right. There we go. Beautiful. 99.1 thousand subscribers. Yes, I did see that, and it is very, very exciting. I hope that you feel even a little bit as excited as I am about that, because 100,000 people, first of all, far too many people. Let's all be honest with ourselves. No one wants to see 100,000 people ever. And people who do want to see physically 100,000 people, sociopaths. No one wants to be around that many people. However, I do feel quite honored that that number of people did choose to hit the subscribe button. So thank you for being one of those people. If you are subscribed, I do appreciate you. You lovely, lovely souls. Thank you, thank you. Oh, gosh, dang it. There's coffee on my dress. Coffee won't stain acrylic, right? Like, I don't have to freak out about it now. I will wash this dress before it's gifted. Yeah, coffee won't stain acrylic. I'm not worried. You don't need to be worried. Anyway, thank you for subscribing, everybody. Almost at 100,000. Like, pretty close to 100,000 subscribers. I think we're going to hit it before March. No, I don't. I think we're going to hit it in March. I think we're going to hit it before April. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think we have enough days in February to hit 100,000. If you're new and you haven't subscribed, please do. Maybe we could hit it in February. I don't think so. I think we'll hit it in March, though, which is still crazy. Still quickly. Still, it is coming. It's pending. So the title of today's stream, I know you read it. It's 5 things you must do in February. So I started a list last night of the 5 things you have to get done in February. And it turns out my list has 9 things, not 5 things. So you guys make a list along with me, help me with my list, and or just watch and enjoy. So we can add to this list, and we can change it if there's things that are not necessary in February. Hello, Yarn Room. Good morning. So 5 things you must do in February. One of them, plan the garden, right? That's one of them. That's a big one. Planning the garden is our biggest, I think. No, I guess the biggest is start seeds. February, the biggest thing to do is start seeds. Oh, that's not true. I have something even more important. And you know what? This is a good point to say. This is why you should subscribe. This is why you should become a patron. February is the month that we do our seed swap. So February is the month that I have to make our seed mixes to send out to you guys. And then towards the end of February, I will send out packets of seeds to anybody who wants them. And even if you don't want them, if you're a patron, I'm going to send you some seeds because you're one of the Patreon members. So if you are new and you didn't know that, join Patreon. You'll get access to our private Discord. You'll get extra fun things, and you will get seeds sent to you for your garden next year. We haven't decided what the mix is. Do you guys have any suggestions? That's something we need to figure out. So plan the garden, start seeds, prep seed mixes, and send to patrons. Finish the 4T dress. Yes, the garden. I know, I'm so excited. Finish the 4T dress. I'm gonna finish this. I have to finish it. I don't have a choice. This is gonna be finished. And so prep seed mixes to send to patrons. Prep what seeds we're going to use in the seed mix. If you have opinions about, like, if you're like, I don't want any marigolds, you got to let me know that sort of stuff. Plan for 100,000. I need to come up with a plan for 100K. I don't know what to do to make this moment count, because I feel like even though it's going to just pass by us, like 100,000, 100,001, I want to make a big deal about it in my life so that I can remember that it happened. If I just let it pass without acknowledging that it happened, like in my private life, I mean, obviously with you guys, we're going to celebrate, but I feel like I want to, like, I don't know, maybe have my family for dinner or go out with my friends or something to make a point that I hit 100,000, because I always diminish myself when I'm around my private community. I always minimize the fact that I do YouTube. I always diminish myself. I'm very, like, self-deprecating about YouTube. I don't mean to be, but I feel that people look down on this as a job. So when people ask me what I do, I make it seem even, like, stupid. Like, I don't know, like, I'm a YouTuber. Like, I don't know why I have to make it like that, but I think that if I could be proud of what I do in front of my private community, that might be a good idea too, because other people are proud of their jobs, and in private, I'm very happy about what I do. But whenever it comes up to other people who have, like, grown-up jobs and careers, I always belittle myself. So I think that maybe when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I should make a deal. No more belittling myself. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a real live YouTuber. I deserve to be here, you know? And I deserve to be proud of what I do. So I think that that's something I'm looking forward to when I hit 100,000, is I think I'm going to stop belittling myself. Thank you very much. To commemorate it. Exactly. I don't mean to. It's just that I feel that I am being interpreted as jobless, so I feed into that interpretation. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do? Pfft, nothing. Well, like, what do you do, though? I make videos on YouTube. Oh, that's cool. Like, what about? Like, crochet. I teach crochet. That's how I answer. That's literally how I answer. Why, Laura? I have a really nice community of really nice people all over the world who come and hang out. Like, that's not lame. I have a lot of people who know the true me, who don't know me in real life, but know the true me. And then people who know me in real life don't know the true me. And it's bizarre, but it's the way it is. So then how do you explain to someone who doesn't know the real you? I don't know. It's confusing for me. It's confusing on the inside. To commemorate it, exactly. Celebrate with us at 100,000. Celebrate with real life people when you get the plague. Extends the celebration. Hold on. Oh, plaque. Wow. I read plague. When you get the plaque. Hold on. Celebrate with us at 100,000. Celebrate with real life people when you get the plaque. Extends the celebration. I love that idea. I don't know how you get the plaque. Does it just arrive at your home, or do you have to order it and pay for shipping? Like, what's the vibe for that? I don't know. You are awesome. Thank you. You're awesome. I'm going to Google it right now. Actually, I can use my phone because my phone is not connected to the computer. Everyone hold. Let's find out what happens. How do you get a plaque when you hit 100K subs on YouTube? To get a plaque, your channel must pass a manual review for policy compliance. Once verified, you will receive a notification with a unique redemption code to order your free award via the creator's award site. You must have 100,000 subscribers, be active, have no community guideline violations, and follow original content rules. Wait for the notification 1 to 2 weeks after hitting the milestone. Use your unique code to get the thing. Enter your shipping information and specify how you want your channel name to appear on the award. Cool. Great. Yes, I know you. You are like me. The connections are real. Exactly. That's the thing, is that it's like, am I going crazy, or is this sticky now? Or am I sticky? Do I have coffee on me, or does the table have coffee on it? Yeah, the connections are real. The YouTube connections are real. So anyway, I'm going to be nice to myself after I hit 100,000. So thank you for being part of that 100,000. You guys mean a lot to me. I really appreciate it. But also, that's going to come soon, which is crazy. I think you have to pay shipping. No, it said free shipping. It said there's a redemption code and then it's free. That being said, I don't know yet. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when we get there. Hopefully we get there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who's to say? Maybe YouTube will cease to exist. Maybe YouTube will cease to exist before I get it. Who's to say? I hope not. I hope that we get... I hope we have more time. I hope YouTube has lots of time. Okay. There we go. All right. Cool. Yay! Hopefully, yay, Yarn Room. Speaking of which, Yarn Room, nice to have you. I literally just clicked on your channel, and you have quite the community too, don't you? Thousands of people watch your live stream. That's pretty awesome. What am I doing wrong? Why are there 11 of us in here and you're having 3,000 views? What am I doing wrong? I want to make it to 10K by the end of the year. I think you will, based on your viewership. Sorry I'm late. I was sleeping. Congratulations, Candace. Congratulations. Laura, where are your vocabulary words? What is happening? Congratulations, Candace, on actually sleeping during sleeping hours. Welcome back to the world. I hope you're feeling good, and I hope that sleep was restful and not just to avoid being in pain. I know those naps. I'm gonna just nap, because if I'm not awake, I cannot feel. Works for depression too. Not really. Temporarily it does. Candace, you missed some important things that happened at the beginning of the stream. Things that only you would truly appreciate. So definitely scroll back later. When you see, you'll be like, oh, Laura. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you're doing a good job, obviously. Because lots of people are watching your live stream, so good job. Congratulations. Well done, madam. Oh no. Yeah, oh no. I had to get out the mop. Let's start there, Candace. I had to get out the mop this morning. Candace, so glad you're here. Here and healthy and alive. I still have your pillow, Candace, so that's, high quality delivery system I am. I won't miss it. No, I'll watch it after the stream. Okay. Lefty, I've subbed. Oh, that's nice. Definitely click the like button, everybody. Subscribe to the channel. You're here already. Click the thumbs up. Thank you so much. You're so lovely, all of you people. I'm working on this 4T sized baby doll dress, and I'm trying to decide when I should switch back into my green yarn, because right now it's like predominantly pink, which is fine. That's cute. I like it, but also I think I want more green. Here's what she's looking like right now. I am not expecting you to deliver. I'll come get it. I can deliver. I'm saying I can, as I currently have not done so, because both times I was planning to go to St. Catharines, it fell through. However, Candace will figure it out. I'm hoping that your life is not ruined because you're missing this pillow. That's what I'm hoping. Because if it's your fancy special pillow, I understand that, and I am sorry if you are currently pillowless. Yes, hit that like, everybody. Agreed. Hit the like button. Let's hit 20 likes today, please and thank you. That would be wonderful. Sharon, I really like your artwork. Lovely. Late reply due to that I was driving home from groceries. I feel like I've been to the gym. I have got to tell you, Sharon, I literally went to sleep at 7:30 at night on Saturday night after getting groceries. We did our groceries in the afternoon, And after I finished, I got home exhausted, like wildly, and I went to bed at 7:30. I did my face routine, put on all my young making creams, moisturized my hands and feet, brushed my teeth, and then went to sleep at 7:30. Slept all night until 7 the next day. Not sick, not sad, not nothing. Just tired from the day. I belittle myself too. When someone asks why I have May views, I say people like to watch a train wreck. People like, why do you have so many views? People like to watch a train wreck. Then where are they in this stream, Yarn Room? If they like to watch a train wreck, hello. What is this if not a train wreck? I mean, this knitting option here is not a train wreck. It's going to be beautiful. Thank you, though, Sharon, about my artwork compliments. You're very nice. I'm still learning. I need to figure out... I don't need to. I want to figure out how to paint animals. Like how to paint birds without it just looking not right. Shows how tired you were. Exactly. It was like getting hit with a train. I got home and I was so tired. And I was like, am I tired because the sun is down? Or am I tired because I'm tired? And I was sitting, Alex and I were watching Bridgerton. We finished the first episode and I was like, I'm out. I need to go to bed. And I did. And I slept so nicely. And so did Toby. Toby has zero problem going to sleep at any hour. As you can see, he's literally like in a state of awake asleep right now. I don't know how they just sit there. Like, how do they not get bored? Like, he's just chillin'. Chillin' like a villain, that guy. I think it's a good idea not to do any more increases for a little bit. I think working down straight is probably going to be our best bet now. Don't you think? Lately, I've been sleeping every other night. I'm awake 24 to 30 hours, then sleeping for 11. That feels not healthy as someone who I'm not a doctor. So like, don't take my word for it, but that does not seem like your best bet if you're asking me. Probably a good idea to sleep every night. You know? Obviously, that's not a choice. You're not actively choosing to not sleep. I understand. That's not good. You need to sleep more. It's important. Sleep is important. Okay, so things that I have to do in February. Yeah, it's not healthy, lol, but my tummy hurts so much. That's awful. Hey, Louisa. Good morning. Good morning, Laura and everyone and pets and plants. Good morning, Louisa. So I have a list running, and doctors be like, thanks, doc. Thanks, doctors. Appreciate your help. Okay, I also need to plan Valentine's Day on my things to do in February. Alex probably isn't watching. I do have a Valentine's Day idea for me and him, and if he is watching, I'm not going to say it just in case, but if he is listening, yeah, I'm not going to say it, but if he isn't listening, I got an idea. I'm jealous in a nice way about your subscribers count. Why is it taking me so long? How do you do it? Well, how long is it's taking you so long? Because I've been doing this for like 10 years. So, okay, not 10 years. Almost. How old am I? 33? Okay, I wasn't 23. I think I was older than that. It's been a long time. It's been like 8 or 9 years of me doing this. So if you think of that, it's actually pretty slow. But that's okay. Practice makes progress. Every moment counts. Every subscriber counts. I wouldn't be jealous of that. It comes as it comes, and it takes time. It took a long time. The first 1,000 for me took a very long time. The first 10,000 took forever. The first 20,000 took a long time. Then 50,000, then 75. You know what I mean? It starts very slow, and then it picks up. And it doesn't pick up very quickly. Okay, I think it was 2020 is when I really started having subscribers. Like, I think I started in 2018, but I don't think I passed 10,000 until 2019. And then 2020 was when I, like, really started doing it. So at least 6 years of like me putting out videos regularly and live streaming regularly. That's a long time, you know? So it takes time, but eventually we get there. 2024 April, yeah. So you still have some serious time to put in of consistency. Everyone always says that, and it makes me so rage. I know, I'm appreciative of what I have. That's good. But yeah, I feel like it feels like it takes forever. It does take forever though. Unless you get like viral, which doesn't happen in our genre. Like you don't get a viral crochet tutorial. That doesn't exist. Viral is like topical stuff, and we don't deal with topical stuff. We deal with timeless stuff. Crochet, knit, crafts, all these things. Yarn crafts they're not viral, or topical. They're forever. So unfortunately, that means that videos grow very slowly, but it does mean that they grow forever. Like, as opposed to a viral video, which gets lots of views today and then no views ever again, crochet, knitting, all of our stuff gets a few views now, a few views tomorrow, a few views the next day. So over time, I end up with videos that have 1 million views, almost 1 million views. But really, it took 5 years to get 1 million views. So, good, bad, viral crochet. There is no viral crochet. There are videos that do better, but there's no like, oh my gosh, viral crochet, you know? I do a lot of shorts. Okay. Shorts are a good way. So I've heard. I'm not very good at them, as you can probably tell looking at my channel. But yeah, what YouTube wants is all the time, constant upload. Every day, every other day, once a week. As long as it's every single time, the same time. That's what YouTube wants you to be consistent. Anyway, hopefully I'm being consistent enough. My tutorials have not been ultra consistent, but you know, at least my lives are. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. till 12 p.m., right, friends? I feel like the closest thing we got to viral crochet and viral knitting was when Wednesday came out. Do you remember Wednesday, the TV show on Netflix? When that came out, I feel like there was a moment of virality for knit and crochet, but like it doesn't have staying power because it's a handicraft. It's not topical. Yeah. But topical things would be tying in knit and crochet to popular media, aka Wednesday. Lots of knitted sweaters in Wednesday, lots of crochet in Wednesday, lots of texture in general. So that sort of thing allows some level of virality, but it's not really viral. This is not the viral community. I loved your channel the minute I saw you. Aw, thanks. I wonder what people see when they see my channel, because like I'm me, so I can't look at it unbiasedly. So that's good to know. I'm looking for community, so I'm glad that you knew the minute you saw. That makes me feel nice. My whole room smells like coffee now. I'm gonna need to do like a better mop. All right. I do think that's probably wide enough. It's a 4T. They're not very big. 4-year-olds are not very big, right? That's bigger than enough. For baby doll? I do lots of fandom projects. That's smart. I definitely don't. That's one of my problems, is I make stuff that I want to make when I want to make it, and unfortunately, that's not what the internet wants from you. They want you to make what the internet wants when the internet wants it, but I want to make what I want to make when I want to make it. You kept me here might have been... Hold on. You kept me here. Might have been that we have so much in common. In common, as you've spelled it. Well, I'm glad that that my personality was something that made it worthwhile, worthy of keeping your attention. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you guys. You're lovely people. At least you're lovely people when you're here. You behave very well here, and you do not act out I don't know what you're doing out in public. Maybe you're actually a terrible person and I'm only getting to experience the best of you. But you know what? If I'm experiencing the best of you is great. And if I'm experiencing the worst of you is great. You guys are lovely. Now, please be lovely to the world outside of this live stream. Please and thank you. Oh, how long do I have to make this? How tall is a 4-year-old? This has to be so long. I don't even know how much yarn I have. The other thing I'm wondering is if I should include a belt. And if I do, how? Like, how do I make loops to stitch on? And where do I put it? I have to go now. It was great visiting. Nice to see you. Have a good rest of your day, Yarn Room. Enjoy. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I don't know how tall a 4-year-old is. I don't know how tall a 3-year-old is. I have lots of nieces and nephews that are all ages at this point, and yet I have no idea how old they are at any time. I know how old they are, but I don't know how big that size is supposed to be. You know what I mean? I know what a 1-year-old looks like, and yet, no way to know. Oh my lord, you guys are going to die. I'm going to show you something, and it's going to make you squeal. And if it doesn't, then I'm sorry to let you know you might be a bad person. Are you ready for this? Hold on. Everybody hurts. Hold on a sec, everybody. I just said the word everybody, and then the rest of it just came out of my brain. Oh, lordy, lordy. A big old yawn. Let's see, where did I post that picture? I think I posted it in finished objects. Okay, the baby dress. I took a picture of Miss Elizabeth. Well, I didn't. Julia did. Of Miss Elizabeth wearing the baby doll dress. And it's important. Like, if you didn't know already, wait until you see this friggin' baby. Look, it fit. It fit her perfect. Oh my god. Look at how cute she is. She's so fat and little and sassy. She's just a baby. Hold on, let me try and make it so you can see her whole head. Look at her little noggin. Do you think she's gonna be a redhead? I kind of think she's gonna be a redhead. Like, maybe not, but maybe. There's me, looking totally natural. Oh my god, so cute. No belt needed, just bloomers. I think that I need to figure out how to make bloomers. Isn't it cute, though? She's so cute. She's just a big fat baby and she's so sweet. Anyway, the dress fit her perfectly. She's only 10 months old, but she's a big 10-month-old. Look at how that knit looks. Look at those increases. Check those ruffles. More importantly, look at those ankles. Look at those feet. Oh god, I could eat them for lunch. Look at those chubby little hands. Oh, I could eat those. Look at those cheeks. Stop it. Look at the cheek. I could just take a bite out of it. She's perfect. Anyway, I got thumbnails. Julia took thumbnail pictures for me for that video, so that's awesome. I'm very pleased about that. What happened, Louisa? Good news. We didn't have to go to the ER with Elisa. We handled it at home. Oh, good. I'm glad. Her fever went down. She's feeling better. Elisa was sick. She had a cough, right? That was making her breathing hard? Am I remembering correctly? Oh my god, so cute. Agreed that it's so cute. It's actually the cutest, Candace. Turns out it's the cutest. So that dress is going to be an awesome one. That's not this week's tutorial. This week is the crocheted leaf, and next week will be the baby. Elisa was having a cough and it was getting worse rapidly. I'm glad that you were able to handle it at home. I'm glad you were ready to take her to the hospital if you needed to. That's awesome. It's because you live in a country where you can just go to the hospital if your baby needs to go to the hospital. So I love that for you. I'm glad she's doing better now. Okay, next I have on my must-do in February, bathe all the animals. when I say bathe all the animals, I don't mean the birds, obviously, they bathe themselves, but it means I'm going to give Peekaboo an actual bath, like a wash bath. And Toby needs a bath again. I can tell because his white hair, do you see how he's got white hair? But it's like yellowy, you know? So, there's that anyway. Hopefully you guys can just sync right back up. I literally do one thing and the computer has a problem. Now everybody's feeling better. That's good. It fits her perfectly lovely. I like it too. I think that it was very cute. She could crawl around easily in it and she looked very cute in it and it fit her pretty much perfectly. It's like a little bit big on her, but she's 10 months old, not 12 months old. Here the health system feels hard to get, but they are very pragmatic, let's say. Oh, it does feel hard to get there? To get doctor's attention? That sucks. I am gonna go absolutely nuts. I touched Peekaboo for 1 second, and I can I can feel cat hair on me. Ugh. Sharon, my family have all had nasty coughs, nasty colds, and the flu. My 10-month-old grandson had RSV. That's scary. RSV is scary. I'm glad it was 10 months old, though. I've seen it on babies that are like 6 months old and it's very scary, or like 5 or 4 months old. Like when they're little and they have no strength, it's real. RSV looks so horrific. I will say Alistair had pneumonia when he was 2. That's also really scary to look at. Seeing a baby when they're sick and tired from being like when they're weak, it's horrifying. Seeing a baby weak is horrifying. They're always supposed to be at level 10 energy. And when they're not, it feels like something's very dangerous. So totally, RSV would be very scary to experience. And the dress is so cute, and she looks awesome in it. Thanks, Louisa. I wholeheartedly agree. Hopefully this one also fits the toddler it is destined for. We shall see. I guess it's not a toddler. I guess it's just for a little kid. Yeah, Alex and I, we were sick in the winter at the beginning. I am, knock on wood, doing everything in my power to avoid getting sick this year. And by this year, I mean just for the rest of the winter season. I am going to continue. I'm sorry, I know it. I can feel it. There's like cat hair just in my world. Ugh. Yeah, here is like paracetamol is the elixir of life. Oh, okay. Paracetamol is what you guys call Tylenol. Or what you guys call, hold on, not amoxicillin, not ibuprofen. Ibuprofen and acetaminophen. Ibuprofen and acetaminophen. Yeah, you guys call Tylenol paracetamol. Fun. Well, do you guys have a higher rate of autism than in the US? I'm sorry. Anywho, it's February, you guys. Can we just have like a brief moment of silence for the fact that the year is now like well into 2026? We're not like just starting 2026 anymore. We're like well in. Crazy. Oh, another thing I have to do this month, it's important. I have to make a list of 10 new video ideas. New. Never before seen. Not the same list that I always make. A whole new list. It's going to be a whole new list and everything is going to be awesome. All right? Ugh, I don't want to edit videos today, but I have to. Because that's my job. That's what I have to do. Guys, 100,000 subscribers. What? It's going to happen. Do you understand? We're literally like months, not even months away. I'm going to check right now how far away we are. What number are we at this specific moment? 99,127. 99,127 is where we are right now. That's a lot of people, guys. 99,127 subs. There. That's a lot of people. Thank you. Thank you for being here, all of you. Thank you for subscribing if you're new. Thank you for being subscribed if you're not new. Join the Patreon and I will send you seeds. It is seed sending time of the year. If you didn't already know, I send out seeds every year in February, and then you guys can grow the same garden that I'm growing because we both have the same seeds. If that sounds fun, join my Patreon. The links for all of those things are in the description of the video down below. Bathing all the animals is the big one, though. I have to give Peekaboo an actual bath. I tried giving her like a, excuse my language, a horse bath, basically, like wet cloth and soap. Oh, and a like. Totally, Louisa. Subscribe and like. Anyway, I've given her a bath before, and she looked lovely after it. When we first got her, I gave her a bath. Anyway, it's time for her to have another, like, full wet soap bath, and, I've given myself the month of February as my time frame because I am not looking forward to doing it. And I'm definitely going to cut all of her claws first so that there's less likely that I'm going to get sliced up by her. There is not a 0% chance, I'll tell you that. She won't bite. She's not a biter, but she is going to try to escape. And I need her to be clean and beautiful, so I won't be letting her escape. And Toby needs a bath because the white fur around his neck has kind of a yellow tint to it. And that's like my warning that it's time for a bathtub for that boy. A tub and a blow dry. Oh. You make me want coffee. Do it when it's warmer. She'll be fine. She's an indoor cat. She's not going to be cold anywhere. There is no warmer because our house is very warm, Louisa. There is no warmer because there is no outside getting inside. Even though it's very cold outside, both animals are basically indoor permanently. The dog obviously goes outside to pee, but like Peekaboo does not. She's an indoor cat. So I'm not really concerned about the temperature. I haven't given a bath to my cat in 6 years. Yeah, it's been a very long time since Peekaboo had a bath. I don't know. I think I've given her one bath before in this house, which means 3 years ago. And then I gave her one bath when we brought her into the house 2 or 3 years before that. So she definitely doesn't get bathed often. She's definitely not often bathed. But I just feel like, she looks greasy. And I've washed her fur, like I said, whore bath style. I took a drop of dish soap and warm water, and then the like animal shampoo, a couple of drops of that, swished it all together to make like soapy water, soaked a bunch of dishcloths, like dish rags in it, squeezed it out, wiped her down, and then added more dish soap water, squeezed it out, wiped her down, and did that a bunch of times. The water started getting murky, which tells me, ew, she was actually gross. Anyway, after I did that a bunch of times, I emptied out the water, refilled it with warm water, new cloths, and I did the same thing but with just water, and still the water got murky. So I think she needs like a bath, like a wash her down bath. But it's also not going to be like a fun time for either of us. But I really want to see like how gorgeous she looks after like a good bath with like getting all the dirts out, all the danders out, and then when I blow dry her, all the little hairs will come out, so she'll just be like a perfect new cat. Toby is very easy to bathe. He is very, very sad and very, very, he loses all of his ability to do anything with his body. You know how there's fight, flight, freeze, or fight or flight, or fawn. He fawns. He just sits there. He fight, flight, freeze, fawn. He freezes and fawns. He is unable to do anything. Good luck with that. Thank you. Maybe I'll do it today, Candace, and then you'll see her on Wednesday and you'll be like, wow, that's a beautiful cat. Or you'll see me just covered in scratches. Who's to say? Right, Tobe? God, he's so cute. Also, at night, if Alex touches him when he's under the covers, he growls at him. If I touch him, nothing. Doesn't even react. I can pick him up from sleeping in bed under the covers and move him. No reaction. Alex puts his hand under the cover to like shove him over a little bit, and Toby growls. I don't know how he can tell the difference when he's underneath the covers and it's dark and Alex and I are right next to each other, but he can tell the difference and he growls at Alex if he tries to move him at night. So Alex has to ask me to move him, even though the dog is 4.5 pounds. You'll have scratches and she will look the same. Yeah. She'll look, you know what, that's what's gonna happen, Candace. She's gonna have a bath. I'm gonna go through all the trauma of bathing her and she's gonna look exactly the same. And you'll be like, oh, does Peekaboo look amazing? Because you are all slashed up, Laura. And then I'll pick Peekaboo up and you'll be like, oh, you didn't get to bathe her? And I'll be like, no, that is her bathed. That's what she looks like clean. No, she's going to look like a brand new cat. She's probably not even going to be gray anymore. She's just going to be shiny silver. Probably not. I think that her color is dirty gray, like brownish gray. Gray with dust. That's the color. Dusty gray. She has like no shine in her coat, and it's like she has a matte gray coat. Like it's literally the color of dust, and it's the texture of dust. So we'll find out if it's actually that she's just dirty or if she has just a dusty colored coat, which what am I gonna do? Can't do much about it. Hey, have you clicked the thumbs up button yet? By the way, I'm knitting like so well and fast. So that deserves a thumbs up, I think. Oh, lordy. I'm so happy to have that crocheted pillow finished. That's the way Banjo was. Just dusty. He was a dusty boy. Banjo is such a cute name for a cat. Banjo. I love that. Banjo. What a good name. Jambo. Banjo. It's cute. I think the doc called her color smoke. Wait, Banjo was a girl? I don't know why I thought Banjo was a boy. I think the doc called her color smoke. Yeah, she literally looks like a white cat that was in a house fire. That's what Peekaboo looks like. She's just smoke colored. She was a good girl. Banjo. That is a very cute name. Can we talk about how cute of a name Toby is? I don't know what it is about the word Toby, the name Toby. It's so cute. Toby Ryobi. Toblerone. Tobias. All of the people who come and do work in our house definitely think his name is Toblerone, because Toblerone is his like full government. So when he's misbehaving, I say Toblerone. Like, that's his name when he's being a bad boy. So he's being a bad boy when people come into the house to do work. He barks at them, and I say, Toblerone. So, people who come into our house definitely think this dog is named Toblerone, I'll tell you that. Right, Toby? Right, Toby? Oh, my little man, show me that little tummy. Hi, mister. Good boy. Yeah, you are. You're such a good boy. Oh, look at that little snaggly tooth. You good boy. Thank you. Obsessed. My son used to have a dog named Frank. I think it's funny, but a cool name. I think it's also a funny and cool name. My sister's dog is named Freddie, and that was gonna be our dog's name. We had called it the disrespect. But their dog's name is... What is their dog's name? I don't remember what his whole name is. Anyway, we wanted to do Freddie because we wanted to have rock star names for our dogs. That was like my idea for the theme. So we would have like Freddie for Freddie Mercury. Then we could have like Ozzy. Then, you know, we could just have rock stars. And because then I could do it like as a long-term plan. Didn't end up happening. My sister ended up naming her dog Freddie. And then Thunder already had the name Thunder. And then all was lost. Peekaboo didn't work with our theme. Rohan didn't. Generally, I like the idea of themed names with pets. I love picking a theme and sticking to it. However, as you can see, we have no theme. We have Toby. We have Peekaboo. We have Gary. and we have Beelzebub. Literally no theme. We have a demon, we have a human name, we have a child game, and we have another human name. I guess we have 2 human names, Toby and Gary. Is Toby really a human name, though? Do you know anybody named Toby? Toby is the only Toby I've ever met, so I don't know. We'll have to see. What should we name the next one? Can I tell you one of the ideas that I have for an animal that's, like, stupid? Like, an animal that's intentionally stupid, or, like, that it's gonna be a stupid animal. You know, like, if you get a, what are they called? A ragdoll cat. You know, you're not getting very many brain cells when you get a ragdoll cat. It's like you know what you're getting. Well, when I get my next animal that intentionally has very few brain cells, I like the name Forrest. Like Forrest Gump. I find it hard to stick to a theme. When I was growing up, we stuck to a theme in my family so well, and I loved it. And my brother has stuck to a theme with his cats. He has had Dill, Pickles, and Gherkin. 3 cats he's had. He stuck to a theme. My parents, when we were growing up, stuck to a theme with the dogs. We had kings and princes and queens. So we had Arthur, Louis, Cleo, Elvis, Dave, Phil. So it gets progressively more casual the older my parents and we got. Arthur was the only one that was named ahead of time. He was adopted as an adult. So King Arthur. Then we got Louis, King Louis. Then we got Cleo, our first girl, Cleopatra. Then we got, Cleo had puppies. One of her puppies was Elvis, the king. So technically it still fit. Then my parents, Louis died. So first Arthur died. There was Arthur, Louis, Cleo. They were together. Arthur died. Louis, Cleo. Then Cleo had puppies, and we kept one, Elvis. So there was Louis, Cleo, Elvis. Then Louis died. Then they got Dave. So there was Cleo, Elvis, Dave. Then Cleo died. Then there was Elvis, Dave. Then Elvis died, and then there was just Dave. And then they got Philip, King Philip. And then Dave died. So right now there's just Phil. So anyway, right now he doesn't seem like a king, but really all of their names were king and queen names. It's just now they've been colloquialized. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Michelle. So I like the idea of themed names. For my lizards, I did anthropologists. We had Charles Herbert Mead and what was her middle name? We had Charles Herbert Mead, and then we had our girl, and she was named Eleanor. I forget her middle and last name. Dave? Yeah, Dave was King David. But Dave is what they called him. But Dave died in 2024, Dave died. My partner is sick of me deciding names. I let Alex choose Gary's name, so that he gets to feel included. But I am definitely the one who generally comes up with names. That being said, the last few animals that we got have been named. So Toby already had a name, Thunder already had a name, and Rohan already had a name. Beelzebub and Gary already had names. We only renamed Gary, so the only animals I've named was Peekaboo, because Alex named Gary. So now that I think about it, actually, Kim Possible, yes, that's Alex's ringtone. That's Alex's ringtone is Kim Possible. My 38-year-old large, bearded, long-haired white man has Kim Possible as his theme for his ringtone. Yes. Yes. Mine had names. Yours had names? Your what had names? I had a smoke-colored bunny named Misty from Pokemon. My 11-year-old ragdoll is named Jessie, also a Pokemon. And my 3-year-old lab Roddy Mix is Lucario, also a Pokemon. We just call him Luca. That's cute. And mine had names. Your what had names? Your pets? I sure hope so. My parents rescued a lassie dog. Oh, yours had names when you got them. A lassie dog many years ago. He was the sweetest boy ever, but he came with the name Nibbles. Nibbles. Ginger and Yeti, my cats. Yours had names already. So I've only named Peekaboo. Really. Peekaboo, and then Charles Herbert Mead and Eleanor. Why can't I remember her middle and last name? Margaret Mead is an anthropologist. That's why Charles Herbert Mead had Mead as his last name. But what was Eleanor's middle and last name? I can't recall. Also an anthropologist. I was in university when we had the bearded dragons. We were both in university, but I was in a university for anthropology, so that's why the names were as they were. But really, I've only named Peekaboo as far as, like, mammals. The only mammal I've named is Peekaboo. So really, we could have changed Toby's name and we could have changed Thunder's name, but we didn't because Toby is an adorable name and Thunder knew his name. Right, Toby? Right, Toby? Right, Toby? Toblerone. He's like, I'll show you my tummy. Is that what you want? My little Toblerone. My tiny little chocolate pyramid. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh, sorry. I just haven't talked to him in like 5 minutes. Hi, Mr. Mans. Hi, Mr. Mans. How are you doing? Whoa, careful. You're very small. Remember this. Whoa. Good morning. Do you see, does he not look like a little yellowy? Whoa. His white fur has like a bit of, like he has patches on his face that are tan colored. Hi. So cute. But his like white fur around his neck, do you see like the white fur here looks white, but the white fur here kind of yellowy? He just like, look at this. He looks like a statue of a chihuahua when I hold him like this. Hey? Are you a statue of a chihuahua? There, how's that? How about this? Ow, why do you hurt? Why do you hurt? Ow, I hurt my finger. See? You can just hang out here with us. Oh, so small. I love how he closes his eyes. Oh, so small, so cute. Hey, you sweet baby. Can I have kisses? I love how he just like stops functioning. Hi. So cute. So normal. Oh, hi. Ooh, that was a good stretch. Nice. Mwah. Can I give you kisses? Mwah. Thank you. Can I have a shake? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, shake. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Nice burp right in my face. Thank you. Good boy. Thank you so much. How about a high five? Is it too steep to do a high five? Toby, high five. When he doesn't want to do it, he just looks away and pretends not to exist. Good boy. Good boy, Toby. High five. You're so smart. The smartest chihuahua in all the land. Huh? Do you want your other bed? I could put your other bed here. And then you could climb in. Come here. It's your bed. Here, look. Get in. Get into your bed. Go on. Get into it. Ugh. There. Now you can enjoy sitting with us in safety. Doesn't that sound so nice? Doesn't that sound so nice? He's like, ugh. He's like, I'm very small. I'm only 4 pounds. I'm only 4.5 pounds, Mom. I'm very, very small. I am obsessed with him, though. I actually love that when he thinks he's in trouble, he can't pay attention. He looks away and just like pretends that he doesn't exist. He keeps his eyes open, but he just pretends. You good boy. Oh, so good. So small. So little. Why don't dogs purr? Shouldn't they? Don't you think dogs should purr too? Okay, let's get back to knitting. Toby's here. He's here and he's ready to probably sleep for the whole time that he's here. If I'm being realistic, that's what Toby's all about, is sleeping 22 hours a day. Huh? You wake up just long enough to eat, walk around a bit, play, poop. Other than that, we sleep, don't we? We're a big sleepy dog. He's like, why are you talking to me? Can't I just nap? Can't I just nap? I'm just very small. Oh, such a good boy. Look at those little feet. See, he can't listen to me right now. He's looking away. Toblerone. Toby, why can't you listen to me? He just looks away, and then if I look, Toby, what are you doing? What is it? He just ceases to exist. You could just lie down. You're fine. You good boy. You good boy. Here you go. You could just cuddle. You just lie down and be a good boy so everybody can enjoy how cute you are, okay? Tiny boy. How sweet. So cute. Too cute. He's the cutest, actually. We never understood why they named him Nibbles, as he never chewed on things. Well, maybe... How old was he when you got him? Also, Border Collie? Nippy, right? Not for you, maybe, but maybe where they had him before he was nippy. Like if they had him out in the country and they had a bunch of kids, he was chasing them around, nipping at their heels. Because that's his job, isn't it? As a collie. God, lassie collies, they're so pretty. With their pointy faces. I think they're very, very pretty. I want to see more dogs that look like that. Like a collie. Like the face of a collie. They just look distinguished. They have like a hound face. Very pretty dog. The lassie style. I think that's called a rough collie. There's border collies, which are like, you know, the pretty ones that are very high energy. But lassie is like a roughneck collie? Is that what it's called? Or a rough collie? It's called something else. Very pretty dog, though. I have you not in sync, lol. Oh, dang. Sorry. I don't know how to fix it. How far off am I? Is it really far? Let me see if how far my mic is delayed. Advanced audio properties. He was 2 when they got him. He was so gentle and beautiful. That's nice. I love that. All right. Is it close, or how far off is the sync? He was 2 when they got him. That was like Arthur. Arthur was 2. Sorry that it's out of sync, guys. We're doing our best here. It's a whole new system, all right? We're trying new stuff. We're getting it all figured out. Hopefully, we will smooth out all the issues. Okay. Sir, your little face is so sweet and so small. Less than 1 Mississippi. Okay. Whoa. Let me see this tummy. This tiny tummy. Is that the good stuff right there? Right on the tooth. It's not too much, just enough time to notice it. Ugh, that's so annoying, I'm sorry. Oh, God. I apologize for the annoyingness of it all. No, leave me alone. You lie down right there. You're fine. Just enough to notice it. Well, then I'll put my mouth behind the microphone. And then you won't notice it at all because you won't even see my mouth moving, hopefully. Or I'll just keep my mouth moving even when I'm not saying anything. So there's no way for you to know if I'm talking or not. Right? Toby said yes. How far have we gotten in this thing today? I feel like we've done quite a few rounds already. I'm already back at the beginning. How many rounds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we've done quite a few. Cute dog. The cutest. Hey, click the thumbs up button if you have not done so yet. Also, what he's doing right now is his nose is running. And so he licks his nose because his nose is running, and then he lifts his head up to make his nose stop running, and then he puts his head back down, and then his nose starts running, so he licks his nose, and then he lifts his head up to make his nose stop running, and then his nose starts running. That's what's happening. In case you were like, why is your dog just nodding? Because his nose is running, and this is how he handles it. Instead of sneezing, like what Thunder would do, Thunder would just go and sneeze out whatever runny nose he had. Toby doesn't. Instead, Toby waits for it to just drip out, and it makes him look like he's nodding. Anyway, that's why he looks like he's nodding. He's not actually nodding. He's just slurping up his own nose juices, huh? You just slurping up your own runny nose? Eh? There. Poor baby. He lives a hard life, this guy. Alex thought he was having a neurological problem when we first got him, and Alex saw this. He was like, is this like when Thunder had seizures? Is this like him having some neurological thing happen? It's like, not this time. This time it's just a weird way he does things, just like how he poops so weird, you guys. Like, the way Toby poops, it's like his body... I knew your nose was running, you just sneezed it on me, you nasty. Ugh. Anyway, he poops like it's not a natural thing for his body to do. It seems unnatural when Toby's doing it. There. All better. I don't know how long this has to be. I need to find measurements from like the armpit to the knee. What measurement is that for 3 or 4T? Armpit to knee. It can't be very big. They're small humans. It's going to be a cute dress though. And if it's not, we're going to just handle it. I would love to try and figure out how to add pockets to this. That's the next thing. He's embarrassed. I don't know if he has enough brain cells to feel embarrassed. Look at him cross his legs like a little prince. Yeah, I would love to add pockets to this, but I don't know how or where to add them. You know? Like, if this is the front, I know I would want to add them on the sides. But at what point in the dress would pockets make the most sense? I don't know how tall a 4-year-old is or a 3-year-old. It's for a child. It's for a small child. But I feel like now would be a good spot to add pockets, don't you think? Here's the question. Okay, here's my thought. Tell me what you think, knitters. I know you guys will have my back on this. So I'm thinking if I'm adding pockets to this, I need my knitters to pay attention, please. Knitters unite, please. I need your help. Okay, so here's my thought. Here's the front of the dress. Yeah, very cute. So at this point, if I were to add pockets into this, would I want them to be directly on the side seam, or would I want them to be where the little increases are? Because that's like in the middle front, you know what I mean? Like, should the pockets go where those increases are, right here? Or so that would require me doing short rows, I think. Yeah, it would require me switching to back and forth. But I think it could be a good idea. Like if I go, okay, so I'm here, right? This is my front. No, this is my back. So I need to continue my knit. I have an idea, and I think it's a really good idea. So I'm thinking I'll knit until I get to the front side of the seam. Where's the first of the row here? Okay, so that's the beginning of the row. And that's the front corner, right? Yes. So if this is my front corner, that would be where one pocket goes. And then I knit all the way around until I get to the other front corner, and then I turn around, and then I'll do a short row for the front. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep. I understand my plan. And as long as I understand it, all is well. At least that's what I think. But I think we're at a good height for the pockets now, and that's the most important thing. I don't know if pockets is gonna be the move, but Stop. There. You can find the measurements on Google. Yes. Indeed I could. How will I add pockets? How will I stitch in pockets? These are the questions I will need to answer eventually. Or do I want to stitch pockets on the outside? Because I could also just stitch pockets on it. Should we have outside stitched pockets or inside sewn pockets? Like pockets like on the inside of a dress? Or should we have just outside little stitched on pockets? Both will work. I don't know which one will give us the best look. I don't know. Help. I feel like if we do it over the top, maybe we won't have to deal with as much pulling. Side pockets where you like put your hands in. Yeah, I think we're gonna stitch them on top. Yeah. Oh, good call, Candace. Thank you for I figured it out with you. On top. Then we can do them in green. Yeah, good idea. Good call. How is it already 10:51? It's like the clock knows that I don't want to edit today, so it's making the live stream end faster. Yeah, outside is a good call. Okay. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be perfect. Thank you, Candace, for your suggest. I agree with you. You see how long it doesn't take for this dog to just immediately fall back asleep? He's like so chill. Crocheted pockets, maybe? Yeah, like maybe little granny squares. Little girls can't figure out the inside ones. They need outside ones that are easy to put their rocks in. Wrong. The little girls that I know actually do know how to use inside pockets, but you're right, they are for rocks. And when I told the person that this is for, that I was making it, they said, "Oh, that's really nice. She won't wear it unless there's pockets." And I said, "Okay, I can put pockets in it." And then she said she needs somewhere for her rocks. And I said, "Yes, totally." So it is actually for rocks, you are correct. However, this child knows how to use indoor pockets also. Can I give you a kiss, Toby? Can I give you a little kiss? Thanks, buddy. Can I give you one more? Thanks, buddy. Anyway, we are gonna... I think it's a good idea to do the outside ones, but I don't know if we want to do crochet or if we want to do knit. But if we do knit, I think we should do like a shape. I mean, I guess if we do crochet, we should also do a shape, but I think if we do knit, we should make them like curved or something. When he crisscrosses his toes like that, I think he is the most adorable little prince. I guess I know he's the most adorable little prince when he does that. I think he knows he's the most adorable prince. Why is this happening? I don't care for that. That's rude. Quite rude. Oh, I just want this to be done so I can see what it looks like. The other one is so cute. I left it at Julia's house because it's so cute. And I want Elizabeth to wear it. Oh, thanks for clicking the thumbs up, guys. If you haven't yet, please do. Let's hit 20 today. Please and thank you. That would be wonderful. Don't you think, Toby? 20 likes? Let's hit 20 likes, because Toby's on the table today. 20 likes for Toby. Are we supposed to switch back into green? Or do we just continue knitting until it's almost done and then switch to green for the ruffle? I don't know. But I do think that the ruffle is going to make it so cute. Again, here's what we're looking like right now. It's baby doll shaped, so there's not a lot of shape. It's mostly like A-line, I guess. And now we've been working straight for a while with no increases. Let me just show you how she's looking. That's where we're at right now. Oh God, it's gonna be so cute. It feels lovely also, which is a plus. I think that I need to put some ruffles on this one. I didn't put ruffles on the other one, and I think this one needs some kind of sleeve on it. I don't know exactly what we'll do yet, but something, surely. Anybody else watching Bridgerton, by the way? Alex and I have now watched 2 episodes, and it's fine. It's very much, it's just Cinderella. They didn't even try. It's Cinderella exactly. Like, dad dies, evil stepmother, evil stepsisters, the whole thing. Except the evil stepsisters aren't evil because nobody's evil, everybody's got nuance and whatever, but it's exactly a Cinderella story, and I'm like, okay. Could we at least, like, reimagine any part of it? Could any part of the Cinderella story be reimagined, please? She even had sparkly silver shoes and a silver dress, literally like Cinderella. But alas. That's lovely. Thanks, Sharon. I hope I hope it is loved, because the number of hours I spend knitting these things, for them to just be thrown in a corner and never worn again, can you imagine? I want to knit myself something big now, though. Like, I know I knitted myself a sweater, I know that, but I mean, like, wouldn't this, I want like a skirt now for myself. But I don't know what I want to make it look like. Just finished this week. And? Did you like it? How'd you feel about it? How did it end? I guess don't tell me how it ended. Episode 2 left me wanting more, so that's a good sign. They do a good job this season of, you know, that's what Bridgerton is about. Yearning. We love a yearning love. Although in every single season of Bridgerton, the entire conflict of the season, every time, could be entirely fixed by any one of the cast members speaking, not cast members, any one of the characters speaking to any one of the other characters could have solved every single season of Bridgerton in episode 1. Literally every single problem in Bridgerton is communication issues. Just talk to each other, friends. If you talk to your partner, you don't have to have these very dramatic fights about nothing. Hi, cute doggy. He is a cute doggy, isn't he? Crochet a skirt. I'd love to do that. I don't want to have a crocheted skirt. They're so heavy. They're pretty, but like it's heavy unless I do it in like a lace stitch and a lace weight. Whereas knitting, I could do a whole dress in knit and it wouldn't be heavy. I could still wear it. Like, imagine crocheting a whole dress, how heavy that would be. I feel like it would be really heavy. Right, Tobe? Literally, I said right, Tobe, and now he's nodding. It's because he agrees with me, probably. Don't you think? That's an agreement. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, crochet uses like twice or 3 times as much yarn as knitting. So anything you make with crochet the same size in knitting, it's going to be like 2 or 3 times as heavy in crochet because you've used that much more yarn to make it. So yeah, knitting is much lighter and uses much less yarn. It's like a thinner fabric. You could do crochet with like a lace weight yarn and you could end up with a nice like fine fabric, but I don't have lace weight yarn and I don't want to use lace weight yarn. Right? Right. He says right. Why do I have to pee again already? I've only drank coffee. I know it's a diuretic, but it's not like a pee diuretic, is it? I mean, I drank water, but not enough to like have to pee twice. Oh, I didn't have to pee before. I had to change my clothes because I spilled coffee all over myself and everything. This is outfit number 2 today. All right, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna take a quick pee break. You guys go ahead and take a quick pee break if you need it. Go refill your drink, your coffee, or your snack, and I will be back momentarily. Honey, I'm home. Hi, everybody. Sorry I left for a minute. Diuretic is pee, so yes. Oh. The word diuretic gives me the vibe. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Could we take a quick break from knitting to draw? Are you guys okay with that? I feel like I just want to draw something. I want to draw the thing I'm going to paint today, because I paint every day. You guys know. I paint one of these 4x6s every single day, and I don't know what I want to paint today, and I have such a hard time coming up with ideas. I don't know why. I literally make art for a living. You could just come up with anything, but no, for some reason I can't. So maybe you guys could help me with it. What should I paint today? What will my watercolor of the day be? What do you think? I've already done, I don't know how to do flowers. Like, I don't know how to paint them well. I don't feel confident with watercolor flowers. There's so much watercolor flowers online that practicing making watercolor flowers feels stressful, because I immediately can tell that I've done it wrong, because there's so much art of watercolored flowers. Does that make sense? That makes sense, right? I realized I gave my sister one of my paintings, and now I wish I didn't. One of my paintings I actually really like, so maybe I should remake it. It's of this coleus. Right here. This coleus is glorious, and I painted a pretty picture of it. But I gave it to Julia, so now I don't have it. Maybe that again? It's got multiple colors in it, which is fun. Because the other thing about drawing plants that becomes very redundant and monotonous is it's all green. Which I love. I love green. I think green is the best. But there's only so much green that I can layer on top of other green to make interesting things happen. It was so gratifying when I finally learned to paint something that kind of looks like pansies. Pansies. That could be hard. What's your favorite fruit? I mean, this is the other problem, right? My brain doesn't want to let me start a project for no reason, and mangoes have no purpose, because I would never hang up a picture of mangoes. So my brain says, I don't want to even do it, because I'll never hang it up. Laura, you're never going to hang up any of these. They're all practice art. But in my brain, I'm like, I could do lemons, because I like lemons. I would hang that in the kitchen. Laura, this is all practice. We don't need to be thinking about that. It's just not important. I don't know why my brain makes it so hard sometimes. You know? So, let's see. Also, let's date this, because this is today's painting. Well, not yet, but it will be. February 2nd, 2026. And sign it. I sign it before it's even a painting. There's high hopes for this. Okay. A mushroom with a snail on it. Always a good choice, Candace. We really don't go wrong with snails ever. They're very cool and very pretty. I feel old paint pasters would paint lemons just to flex on each other. That's funny. Lemons are kind of special. The old paint masters would paint lemons just to flex on each other. Look at how good of a lemon I can paint. That's silly. I could do still life. Like, I could paint my mugs. I'm looking at a shelf that is covered in handmade mugs. We could do that. My snake plants are doing amazing, by the way. I'm just noticing one of my snake plants on the shelf looks amazing. Okay, what could I watercolor? When in doubt, paint more rocks. That's always a good choice, even though, is it? How many more rocks? Then I don't even need to do any rough work, because rocks are so fluid. I can just do it on the page without drawing ahead of time. The beach and colored rocks on shore. I'm not good at landscapes yet. I do not know how to do them at all. Let me show you my attempts. I think I have 3 attempts at landscapes. 1 second. And they're all bad. All 3 are not good. Okay, there's only 2. But still, I don't know how to make it look right. This doesn't look right. Like it looks like a child painted it. I don't know how to make it watercolored. Because it doesn't look watercolored. It just looks like I painted it with acrylic. Like it's not. But I don't know what to do. That's the thing. I don't know how to make it better. Like I don't know that skill yet. Same thing with my first attempt at trees. It's like, it's obviously wrong, but I don't know how. Because this is what I thought. This is what my brain thought to do. And what my brain thought to do wasn't right. So I don't know I don't know what's wrong with it yet. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's wrong. So I have to work on, this one's not done, basically, is I looked at this one and I'm like, it's not done, but I don't know how to do the next step. I need to like watch a tutorial for that. And this one, I don't know what's wrong with it, but I feel it does not represent what I want it to look like. Yeah. I try to use the opposite color of the color wheel as a shadow. It instantly makes the trees feel more realistic. Okay. So we could do some different stuff with shadowing for this tree one. I'm considering this a work in progress. Whereas this one I can't fix. It's so much paint. Like it's so dark. There's nothing I can do to fix it. Like maybe I could put red in it. Like just do red in these shadows. But I feel like it's so dark already that adding more color is not going to fix this. Hey there, Katrina. So, anyway, I could do more trees. Ugh, that was hard. I didn't find that fun, doing trees. Because I didn't know what I was doing. And I feel like I don't need to draw ahead of time for trees. I could try drawing ahead of time for trees. You know what's funny, Candace? Look at this in front of me. Do you see my like wallpaper? I put this contact paper, it's not paper, contact vinyl on my desk, and I use it as a way to make it feel like I have a new space. It's almost time to do it again. I do it a couple times a year, and I just buy a strip of it on Amazon, and one strip, like 1 unit worth, covers my whole table with a little bit extra. Anyway, look, Candace, on this season's table, there is a snail with mushrooms on its back. So, you said a snail on a mushroom. These are mushrooms on a snail. You'd think this would help me for inspiration. It's nice and vibes. It's a vibes-based situation. I have an idea. Hold. I think I have a real good idea. I have inspiration. Look, I have inspiration photos and inspiration artwork I can use. Ding, ding, ding. Light goes off. Welcome, Katrina. Okay, look. I have this, which is a pretty thing I cut out of a page that I thought I would use for collage. I could use this as an inspiration of something to paint. Look at that. Looks like it might even be maybe not watercolored, but still, look at that. That's a really pretty inspiration, don't you think? Ooh, colors are nice. Okay, then we've got this. I have random things that I just keep. Look at this. That's pretty. That could be inspiration. Ooh, that looks like I could watercolor it, don't you think? I could probably watercolor something in this genre. That's a good inspiration pick. Not this specific building or anything, but like using that as an example. What are you? Hold on. Is this in the Bay of Fundy? It could be. Could be a Bay of Fundy picture. That's pretty. And then I have a collage that I made that I still haven't decided what I want to do with. But I made this collage when I was with my friend in Halifax. And that's just pictures of thunder. That's just a piece of paper. Ooh, this one's fun. Botanical artwork from like an old thing. That looks like a wild rose. Actually, no, it doesn't. Those are like sweet peas. But they're like sweet peas on a rose bush. Bizarre. And then like, what, lupine? Pretty. I like the gold one. I think I like this. I think I like this. Not this specifically, but I like the idea. A building, a scene, clouds, some plants. The idea of the building, how they do the shadow. I can copy the lighting is what I can copy. I'll do my own painting, but I'll use their color theory. I guess that's how it feels what I'm doing. It feels like copying the style with my own content in it. But I don't know, what house do I want to paint? Do I want a barn or something? I'm not really good at barn roofs, we've learned that. Almost gives me a Frida's house vibe, right? Like if it was red. And then instead of it being water behind it, have that be like a forest and snow. Totally. I see what you're saying. Instead of these banana leaves, it could just be not that, because there definitely would not be banana leaves there. Okay, so let me think of a building and a scene around it. Okay, so I kind of want to do like the simplest house shape so that I can just practice like shadows. That's something I feel like I'm not quite getting right yet. So I think I want to just do like basically a cube. Excuse you. Not on silent phone, how rude. What streamer has their phone on loud? Sorry, guys. Okay, let me come over here so that I can be facing you as I draw. I feel like I'm turned away from you. All right, organize my thoughts here. And let's do us. I want you guys to see this though. Let's do us a little drawing here, huh? A little English cottage. Aha! Thank you, Michelle. That's a great idea. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you. A little English cottage. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. I have to erase most of these lines. That's the other thing that's stressful with watercolor. You have to like remember what you drew. So you draw something and then you erase most of it. So you have to like paint from what you remember you wanted. It's a little stressful. Okay, and then our cottage is gonna go this sort of way. I'm very not good at doing straight lines. It's like not my strong point. Okay, so a cottage, and then in the middle it will be a roof. Do we want our roof to be going like this and back? Take a pick. Of what? Of an English cottage? Instead of just looking from my brain? I'm gonna go from my brain and then use a cottage pick to edit what I'm thinking. So I'm making a cube right now. I'm sorry, I can't show you at the same time. So far, there's what I've got. I've got me a nice cube. I feel like that's close. Except it's too tall for the distance it is. So I'm gonna shorten my cube by about 1 centimeter. I also don't want to erase too hard because the paper doesn't work the same. You know? Take a pic of your drawing to remember. Of my drawing of what? Oh! Sorry. It totally went over my head, Michelle. That's so smart. Draw it, take a picture, erase it, look at the drawing while painting it. You're brilliant. That's a great idea. I will do that this time. That is what I'm gonna do. Okay. And then I feel like cottages' roofs are like this and then flat on top. Don't you think? They're not all the way pointy. I feel like a cottage has a flat roof with a angled, like 45-degree angle rather than a... No, I guess it's 45. Yeah, I think. Don't you think? Flat top on a cottage. And I think the roof will be about that high, which will be about that high. Find the middle of this back one. Middle of the front one. And we will do... I need a longer line, I think. There's our roof. The flat side of our roof. I'm just drawing straight lines to guide me. Hopefully it's gonna work. And I wish I could show you above. Let me see if I have a cable. Just 1 sec. I might be able to get my second shot. Oh my god, Toby, you're so cute. He's rolled up like a tiny donut. Hey, honey. Okay, I think I have the right cable. Haha, I do. Okay. We are go. Thatched roofs are kind of sloped. I just stole a cable from your room. This one. Plugged into your extension thing. Plugged into a little cube. Please. Thank you. My hero. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay. Good. Now it works. Beautiful. So I will get my second tripod. Sorry, I didn't know it was gonna work. So I didn't know I was gonna need it today. Please hold. You can watch. Oh my god, it's already 11:23. We've gotten nowhere. Sorry, guys. If this is not the vibe. But now I'm entertained, so come along with me. And is that awful looking? Kind of. I will be more organized by the next stream now that I know how easily this will work. I will have my setups. Jeez Louise. Come now. Just deep breaths, everyone. Why did you stop working? Art in progress. We're trying. Okay. Well, that's gonna take a minute. Let's just knit again while we wait for the thing to work. So annoying. Last time you talked about checking your soil or something. I can't recall. Anyhow, I sent you something on Facebook in Messenger. Thank you, Candace. I will look at it. Yes, I want to check my soil. So thank you. I don't know how. I was going to start my search at like a greenhouse, and I was just going to ask like at one of the Terra greenhouses or Rice Road greenhouse or somewhere. I was just going to ask, can you tell me how to check my soil, how to fix it, how to know what I need to fix, how to know what it's short on and what it's got too much of, so that I can amend it well for this next season. I'm really looking forward to this garden season, but I want to like go in with the best start. I feel like last year I had a lot of soil, but it wasn't really good quality. I did my best, but there was a lot of clay, and we had to empty our raised garden beds, and all of the soil in there was like really clay heavy. So I distributed it into all of my pots, but they all still have like this clay heavy situation. And I think this year it'll be better because I've added a whole bunch of amendments. I've added like compost and manure and eggshells and coffee and just all kinds of organic matter, and all of the plants that I grew last year. I chopped up the stems and leaves at the end of the season as I pulled them out, and I used that as additional compost in the soil. So hopefully in the spring we'll be going into like nicer soil. That's my goal, but I would like to check it somehow so that I can determine if I need to do anything additionally. Like, do I need to add fish fertilizer? Do I need bone meal? Do I need blood meal? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But I feel like there's probably a soil test kit at one of these greenhouses. Maybe it's a specialty thing, or maybe it's available at Home Depot. But I feel like it can't be that specialty of an item. There's a lot of gardeners have got to be checking their soil, right? I have pH strips, but I don't think that's gonna get me very far. I think I need more than that. Also, Once Upon a Child is doing the same sale. Oh, amazing. 20 pieces. That's amazing. Cool. I doubt it. Maybe the one that's out here will do it after. Maybe they're making their way through the corridor. They started in Niagara Falls, now they're at St. Catharines, then they'll do the one in Stony Creek. That would be ideal. Alas. Let me see. Are we connected? Are we go? Come on, computer. Come on, phone. Work together. You can pair. You've been doing it for a long time. You know? Nope, I can't find a way to make it work. It worked for like 1 second, and then it was like, never mind. That's so frustrating. I'll look into that. I'm not in control of it, I guess. I'll look into it so that I can show you what I'm doing as I do it. You remember I had the overhead angle? For some reason, with the new setup, it's not syncing anymore. So, yeah, I just haven't looked into it because it has not been on my list of to-dos. But you know what? I'm going to put that on my list of to-dos today because I'm an organized adult and I will solve my own problems. Monday, we are going to figure out second camera connect issue. There. Now it will get done. By the way, I got more new lashes and I'm obsessed with these ones. I did jab myself in this eye this morning, but other than that, these are like, look how cute they are. They're so fluffy and they were so easy to put on. I was so excited about that. I know that like lashes is not everybody's vibe. I've only just started wearing them, but oh my God, I'm obsessed right now. I'm sure I will absolutely fall out of love with them, just like I've fallen out of love with tons of makeup things over the past. But right now, like, I love wearing eyelashes. I just put like 2 little clusters on the outside of both eyes, and look how cute it looks. It makes it look like my eyes are way bigger than they actually are. And it's so easy because the glue now, it's not like, I don't know if you've ever put eyelashes on before. I never did, like all through high school or university, because anytime I tried, it was just horrible. But now the way that they go on is you put on a mascara and the mascara is the glue. And then you just put on, you grab a piece of lash and it immediately sticks to yours. And you wear them on the underside of your lash. When I was growing up, you put them on top of your lash and you had to put like a line of glue and hold it, and like it was like a whole nitpicky thing. This is so like general. It's not like nitpicky at all. Like you put mascara on, you pick up a thing and then you just touch it to your eyelash and then it's on. It's so awesome. They've upgraded since the 2010s. Lashes have upgraded so much and now I'm obsessed. For now. For like however long I have these short bangs. I'll probably grow out of both at the same time. You know? My phase. I had a lipstick phase. There was a period where I had like 50 lipsticks. I was obsessed with lipstick. I wore different lipstick every single day. It didn't matter if I was going out or staying home. Right now, it's like that, but with the lashes. Let's see. Like a government thing, department does not have to... Hold on. Like a government thing. Department does not talk to Department B. Oh, well. Okay. Anywho, it's already 11:30 and I've not drawn my cottage, but now I have the idea, which makes me feel good about today's painting. I am going to make some kind of cottage in the lighting style of that other painting, or using it as an inspiration. I probably won't be able to copy it because on account of the level of expertise I have, not being even close to whatever that is. Your phone not talking to PC. Oh, yeah. Department A does not talk to Department B. Yeah, my phone has decided she's done helping us out with a second camera angle. We'll figure it out. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Come on, you all work at the same place. You work together. Yeah, you all work at the same place and you're from the same place and you speak the same language and you do the exact same job in different sizes. Just communicate with each other. I put a cable between you. You're literally connected by your brain. How do you not understand? That's what I don't understand. I plugged it in. They should have been on the same team. But they were so rudely not. Oh, wait. Maybe it's because it's... Hold on. I think I might have solved the problem. In my head. I will still need to do things, but maybe I've solved the problem. Anywho, it's 11:30 on February 2nd. What are the things that you have to do in February? I've already given you mine. that was my thing for today. 5 things you have to do in February. What are your 5 things? What do you have to do in February? One of the things that I get really excited to do for some reason every February is wash all the windows on both sides. It's difficult to wash the outside of our windows, just the way our house is. For some reason, all of the windows are highly inaccessible from the outside, so you have to wash them from inside, putting your arm outside. Like, I can't go outside and wash the window from outside. That would be so nice. That would be so easy. I can do that with our back door, but all the other windows I have to wash from inside. So I have like long-armed things to help me reach around the... Anyway, in February, I get all excited to wash the windows. I think it's because the sun comes back, and the sun comes back through all of my windows in a way that it hasn't for literally months. And because I want the light to be like pure. I want the light to just be unobstructed entirely. So I do a deep clean of the windows, the windowsills, and then I end up just doing the window like ledges and stuff, and everything gets like a good clean around the windows, and that's like that's my February jobs. Can you not hose them? So yes, in the later when the hoses all thaw, I can hose one of them, but our house it's very bizarre. The hoses, this window is completely it's the property underneath this window is my neighbor's property. The house is built in such a way that I cannot access this window at all from outside. So this one I have to clean from inside. I can't get to this window at all. Anyway, the back window, yes, I can. And the back door, I just wash it with like Windex because I can access all of it. Alex's front window, I wash it from the outside. It's easy because it's the front of the house. And then, all of our windows in our area in the downstairs are not accessible from outside. I don't know why. I don't know why a house or a neighborhood would be built this way, but I did not build it. And that's just what happened. But I really like to clean my windows in February. But I'm really, really excited. We have to actually do the seed mix probably this week. So if you're interested in having me send you a packet of seeds, please join before the end of February. I think I'll send out March 1st. That gives everybody totally enough time, right? I'll send my seeds out March 1st. So if you are at all interested in having me send you seeds, you have until the end of February to join the Patreon, and then I'll send seeds to you. But we have to make the mix. So maybe next stream on Wednesday, you can come and help me determine what we're going to put in the seed mix. I'll bring a bowl, we'll go through my seeds, and we will pick out all the things that you want to grow, and I put them all into the bowl, mix them all around together, and then I send them to you, and you are able to grow a beautiful garden. You can separate all the seeds into their individuals if you want to, or you can just toss all of the seeds into one growing area and get a little garden mix. Either way will work. So, maybe next stream, that is where we will pick what goes in there. I have hundreds of varieties. Oh, you know what? No, we should wait. We should actually wait. Hanging out in the background, but so excited for Wednesday. We should wait until next Monday because I'm going to a seed swap this weekend. So I'm going to be coming into a whole bunch of additional seeds this weekend. So let's wait until Monday so that I can show you all of my new seeds, and then we can create the mix in the same day. It'll be like a fun seed day. So next Monday, put it in your calendar. We are going to have a seed bonanza. If you want specialty seeds from me, you can let me know in that stream. If you have like special requests, if you're like, I really, really want the red amaranth, please send me that. I'll write it down. I'll send it to you in addition to the seed mix that we make. It is seed time. So I have hundreds and hundreds of varieties at this point for you to choose from for this seed mix, and I am happy to share all of my varieties because I love gardening so much. So sharing in it is one of my favorite things. But next Monday, I will have even more seeds. So I'll show you all of them at the beginning of the stream next Monday, and then in the middle and end of the stream, we will make the seed mix and package them up for you guys. I also send along stickers and thank you notes and all kinds of fun stuff. So if that sounds fun, join the Patreon. You'll get a link to our Discord, and I will update asking you about your address so I can send to you. Ooh, this is like, how many years have we been doing this now? That's exciting. That makes me feel excited. This is fun. I wonder how many people will get this year, how many envelopes I'm going to be sending out. Last year, it was a pretty hefty pack of envelopes. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I'm excited now. I'm excited now. No, I have to knit. I can't be looking at seeds right now. I have to knit. But what seeds are we going to put in the mix? Are we going to do... marigolds for sure. Tons of marigolds. I saved so many Jolly Jester seeds last year. Every time a Jolly Jester went to seed, I saved it, basically. So I have tons of Jolly Jester marigold seeds, and those are my favorite in the whole world. Yes, I ship everywhere in the world, Hannah. Where's the farthest I've sent? I've done South Africa, the Netherlands, Sweden, the US, Canada, Germany. Where else have I sent? A bunch of places. Yeah, internationally, for sure, for sure, for sure. I am so tempted my mother-in-law would lose her mind. Well, if your mother-in-law would lose her mind in a good way, then do it. And if your mother-in-law would lose her mind in a bad way, then don't do it. But it is a lot of fun. And also, this will be my 4th year. Really, Michelle? I wonder if that means it'll be my 4th year. Probably, right? Were you there the first year? Have I been? This can't be my 5th year doing it. That would be amazing. It's probably my 4th year doing it. Right? That's awesome. That's like a community, guys. Doing something 4 years in a row. We're like a real community here. Can you believe that? That's so cool. 4 times we've done this? Have they always grown, Michelle? How is my germination rate? Am I sending you good seeds? Confirm. Here, be our spokesperson. How did the seeds do? If they all died, I'm so sorry. They didn't. I know they did well because I'm using the same seeds and you've seen my garden. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. We're going to definitely put the Jolly Jester Marigold in the mix, for sure. I'm going to share my zinnias, anything you want. No, I think you've been at it longer. I think since the farm. No way. 5 years in a row? That's pretty sick. Maybe we skipped a year somewhere in there. Did we really do 5 years? That's romantic. I'm romanticizing. I'm so glad. Yes, they've been very well. Awesome. Well, I feel romantic in my heart. I don't know what it's actually called, the feeling I have, but I feel warm and it feels like warm and fuzzy. That makes me so happy. It's going to be a very good mix this year because last year's garden was amazing and I got a bunch of new seeds this year that I've never grown before. And I don't need very many of them, so I'm happy to share those too. I am so excited to see what I get at the seed swap this year. I'm going to bring a whole bunch of seeds that I have that need to get used. I'm not going to use them before they will inevitably go bad. They haven't expired yet. Like they're still fine, but they are going to start diminishing in germination rates. So, yeah, I'm going to give those away. Do you think you'll do multiple mixes again? If you want, I don't know, whatever you guys want. We'll do that. We'll decide next Monday. Come next Monday and you can help me decide. I loved that. The one year we did the yellow mixes and the pink mixes. That was fun. But we can do like a marigold mix and other, or we can, I don't know, whatever you guys want. I'm down for anything. I'm just excited to do it. So whatever you guys are looking for, we can make. If you want one mix of all the cool stuff, if you want a couple of mixes that organize it by color, maybe some of you don't want any orange flowers like me. Whee! Or again, if you only want a specialty variety that you know that I have, you can say, please send me lots of nasturtiums. I'll do that. Some Satan's sauna. What is Satan's sauna? Some for Satan's sauna. Is that like for extra in the sun places? When it's super, super hot and in the sun, like a balcony that's in south facing? I don't know what would do that well there. I feel like anything could if you like give it enough water. I'm not a doctor, nor am I an expert gardener. I am merely allowing the plants to survive as best they can. Your deck, got it. Hello, Subtane. Nice to see ya. Welcome to the chat. This is the Last Minute Laura morning show. You're a little bit late, but that's okay. We get together Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. Eastern time, that is. And we make stuff together. We knit, we crochet, we talk about seeds and plants and animals and dead things and rocks and embroidery and sewing and painting and drawing and all kinds of fun stuff. It's a good community of people. My favorite things from your mixes that I maybe wouldn't have grown otherwise has been purple cleome, Mexican sunflowers, and Malva zebrina. I am going to try to get Malva zebrina. Like and subscribe, done. Thank you. I'm going to try to get Malva zebrina again. Like I'm going to try and grow it again. I didn't succeed last year, but I am interested in trying that one again. Gotta go, bye everyone. Bye Hannah. Have a good rest of your day. Purple cleome is phenomenal. Purple cleome is just a stunner. I love purple cleome so much. I'm so glad that I got you on it. I'm west facing. I get sun from 11 a.m. until it goes down. It's hot. Not ideal. Nice to have you. What country you from? I loved the Mexican sunflowers when we were on the farm, that's for sure. I don't think I like them in a small space because of how much space they take up. So they're beautiful to have. They really make a lovely flower, but they do take up a lot of real estate in the garden. And for me, it's like, I don't know. I just felt like the real estate wasn't worth orange flowers. I'm not willing to sacrifice that much garden space for something that will produce orange flowers. It's such a showstopper. Like, what is this alien plant? Yeah, it is very pretty. But, again, she's orange, and I'm not about the orange flower life. The only orange flowers I tolerate are marigolds, and that's not true. I'll tolerate anything if it comes up in my garden, but if it's making a pink flower struggle, orange flowers get removed. If it's making a purple flower or a yellow flower struggle, orange flowers are getting pulled out. Must be late there. Oh, cleome is a showstopper. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Mexican sunflowers. Cleome is absolutely a showstopper. It is totally an alien plant. It is so... It's so amazing. You can make it grow tall. You can make it have, like, a short grow pattern. Like, when my mom grows it, she cuts it down, like, right away. And then it grows out like a bush instead. Mine, I rip off the lower leaves so that mine continues to grow taller, and I like continue removing the lower leaves and it gets taller and taller, just like amaranth. But mine only makes a couple of stems of flowers. Hers makes like 12 or 13 stems of flowers on it. By cutting it down early in the season, it just branches out into this big bush. It's beautiful, but it's lower to the ground. So some of us in America aren't too much into orange. I don't know why. What is that about? Oh, ha 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 ha, Michelle. That took me a little bit too long. I'm going to be honest. That took a little long for me to get. But LOL. I just don't want any orange in my garden. Same as when she discovered amaranth. Amaranth was... Yeah, you changed my world with amaranth, Candace. Without you, maybe I wouldn't even be on amaranth yet. That would be so sad. It's the prettiest thing in the whole world, and it's so necessary in my garden now. It's as necessary as marigolds and nasturtiums. Marigolds, nasturtiums, amaranth, cleome. These are like non-negotiables now. And alyssum. These are all like non-negotiables now. I need them every year in my garden. Everything else I can change, I can do more of, I can do less of, neither here nor there. But those ones are all mandatory for sure. I'm excited about the zinnias though. This year I have sanguinea or sanguinea. I don't know what it is. And I have Zinderella lilac, I think. And I'm really excited for those. I've had the same sort of form of zinnia for a couple years now. I haven't gone into the like other shapes or other sizes of zinnia. And this year I'm expanding a little bit. Instead of only having the pumula zinnia, I'm going to have the Zinderella, which is a smaller flower. I kind of want to see if I can find a Thumbelina, but that's like an even smaller zinnia flower. I'm going to see if I can find one of those, but if not, that's all right. I'll be fine with 2 forms of zinnia. I think I actually have 3, because I have one that's a low-growing, like, shrub sort of variety. I love that you started growing alyssum. So cute. I love alyssum now. It's so amazing. It smells so good. I've always loved it in other people's gardens. Like, when people have, like a home garden and then they make the alyssum the whole border of the garden. They did that last year at like City Hall. They had hostas bordering the garden and then sweet alyssum all like surrounding it. The whole area smelled phenomenal, and they had white. I have pink, and I'm obsessed with the colors that I have. I have like purple, pink, pale pink, white, just beautiful. I want to try something new this year, Michelle says. Michelle, what kind of new thing do you want to try this year? What feels out of your wheelhouse? What feels new? Because I would love to help you with that. Gardening is the best. So in February, the things I need to do for sure includes getting seed starting mix, bringing in all of my seed starting stuff, bringing my lights upstairs, and starting some seeds. I'm so excited. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful garden with very little orange. I do have that one marigold that's like bright orange, but it's a marigold, so it doesn't count. Marigolds are beautiful. They're the only orange flower that's like welcomed. Everything else I would like to remove. I don't want any orange nasturtiums this year. But they're always the healthiest plants. Am I trying anything new this year? I have new colors of things, but they're still zinnias, so not really. I don't think I'm trying anything new. Oh, I am. I'm trying lobelia this year. I haven't grown lobelia. Katrina, I would love to be able to garden, but it seems so overwhelming. Well, if you have any space outside, this community, can talk you through every single step so that it does not feel overwhelming, so that it feels fun and manageable. Because gardening can get overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. You can start so small. You do not have to start with 100 varieties of plants. You can start with one seed packet full of zinnias, and you will have a beautiful garden that you will find so much joy from with very, very little labor. Or poppies, same thing. You could just, in the earliest part of spring, if you get snow where you are, in the earliest part of spring, scatter a whole bunch of poppy seeds out in the dirt, go step on them, but don't do anything else, and they will take care of themselves. It's magical. Zinnias, lots of different flowers. I've been doing lots of marigolds and tomatoes and herbs. Have you done castor bean, Michelle? Castor bean plants? They're pretty stunning and pretty exceptional. They're a real showstopper. They get really tall and they get these gigantic, like, prehistoric looking leaves. Okay, hold on. That's my have to then. There you go. There's the thing you have to do. You have to get behind the idea of having a garden. A simple garden, but something fun that will bring you beautiful joy. With very low input. For the first year, go for low input. It's fun with Laura, her enthusiasm and knowledge. Michelle, no, you've never grown castor beans. Okay, well, castor bean plants are really quite stunning. If you give them everything they want, you can get it to be 15 feet tall by the time, like, the garden dies. Like, if you give it every single thing it wants. If you give it nothing it wants, it'll get 4 feet tall. So if you give it some of what it wants, you could get 6-8 feet tall from this plant. But it can live in a pot that's this big. It doesn't need access to the ground. If you give it access to the ground, it'll be happy, but it only needs this much soil. Like it's like a reasonable big pot can grow a castor bean, and it grows up one leaf at a time, this big center, like, pole, and the leaves get to be about this big. These big, tropical-looking, like sharp-edged, beautiful leaves, and then eventually they make these big, beautiful flowers, and then these weird, spiky balls. The spiky balls are the seed, like the seed holder. It breaks open and there's like 2 seeds inside. Very cool. Castor seed, exactly. So castor bean plant, castor seeds, they are pretty, I feel like they have 100% germination rate. So I have a container garden, small. Okay, so that wouldn't work for a small container garden. It'd probably be too big for that. But you know what probably would work? Statice. Statice, look up what that flower looks like. See if it's something that you're interested in the appearance of. But statice, the plant itself only gets to be about this big. Kind of looks like how a dandelion grows, like flat. It grows flat on the soil with leaves that come out. And the leaves only spread. It's like it's very manageable in a small space. Doesn't need a deep root or anything. And loves bright light and heat. And makes these beautiful stems that you can dry out and have as dried flower arrangements. Beautiful flower. Statice. 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 Gorgeous. Love it. I have apricot statice is the kind that I have. And I think I'm going to try and grow a few extra of them this year, because last year I only had like 2 plants survive till adulthood, which was kind of a bummer. I would have loved to have more, because each plant only gives like 3 stems or 4 stems. It probably gives more, but I didn't have enough time growing them. And I would have loved to have a lot of them. I'm looking at a couple of dried flower arrangements in front of me that I have framed to give me inspiration about what you should grow. Definitely pansies will not be happy in a small container garden. Sweet peas will not grow either. I feel like marigolds are great. Oh, very pretty, right? Aren't they nice? They're like simple, but like they're really pretty. We got pretty far on this today. I feel like we knitted quite a few rounds. It's never rows, Laura. Rounds. Okay, so keep it in mind. The blues and purples, lovely. I know, I don't have blue and purple. I only have pink and like apricot-y pink and like nearly white. Very, very pale colors are the ones that I have. But now I'm obsessed with the purples and the blues. I don't have seeds for them, but if I find seeds for them, I will be letting you know on Monday because I'm going to be going to a seed swap this weekend. It's going to be so much fun. And if you live in the GTA, Niagara area region, there is a seed swap in the library, and you should probably look it up in your area because they're all over the place. And that would be so cool if everybody just goes to their seed swaps. Imagine. Everybody's swapping seeds all the time. Community. Seed community. That's what this place is sometimes, right? In February every year. So you have to come back next Monday for the seed choice, the seed mix choice, and to see all of the seeds I get at the seed swap. We will be doing that next Monday. We still have the regular stream scheduled for this week. Just a reminder ahead of time. Next Monday is when we will be doing the seed stuff, so come at that time if that's what you're interested in. The rest of this week, we are going to be concentrating mostly on knitting this dress and getting it finished. If we can get it finished by Friday, I will be a very happy camper. That would make me really, really, really happy. So I am going to do my best to knit during these next 2 streams because I really would like to hammer it out. But I'm not going to be knitting when I'm not live streaming because I have a lot of work to catch up on. Since I've got the new energy, the new inspiration, I need to harness it. When I'm feeling inspired and positive and like things are going in the right direction, I gotta harness that energy. And today what that means is finish editing the dang video and then tomorrow probably film another. So tomorrow's video tutorial will be for a crocheted leaf throw pillow. It is a green leaf throw pillow that I did all in crochet, and it's such a cool looking pillow. So if you're interested in making a leaf crochet throw pillow, that will be tomorrow's tutorial, so come back for that. There, I got out all the things. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Tuesdays at 9 a.m.? Tuesdays, 9 a.m. tutorials. Sometimes. Whenever I can. Whenever I can finish one. Okay, how did we do here? I feel like we got a pretty good chunk in. I feel like I'll find the measurements before we have the next stream. But then, I think it'll probably be not even double, like probably only that much more, right? Maybe that much more? And then the ruffle? They're not very big people. I'm gonna put it out into the universe that the leaf pillow will go viral. Slinky, as much as I am on your hopeful side, we already had a talk about this at the beginning of the stream. You might have missed it. I love the idea of something crochet related going viral. That sounds so fun. But viral content is content that is topical. It's content that has to do with whatever's going on in the world. Viral content doesn't typically come out of unsensational tutorials. So even though I do hope the tutorial does well, of course I do. I hope that it does well and continues to do well over time because rather than being topical, it's a lifelong evergreen classic thing. So thank you for putting that out into the universe, but I would like to put out into the universe that it gets shown, that the channel becomes successful rather than this video, because I feel like each video is just building on rather than being its own. Anyway, philosophical. We don't need to jump in. Be kind, be safe. I'll leave a comment later on the stream. Let's grow the channel. We're almost at 100,000. I don't know what about that strawberry what about that strawberry sweater from a while back? The strawberry sweater? I'll check out what you mean. I don't remember. A strawberry. I have no recollection currently. Toodles all till Wednesday. Yes, I will see you guys on Wednesday. What a fun way to end. Sorry, Slinky. What a fun way to end. I don't remember that. Thank you. All right, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good rest of your day. Definitely come back tomorrow if you're interested in a crochet tutorial. If you're not interested in a crochet tutorial, then come back Wednesday. The leaf will be a stepping stone. Huh? Huh? Okay, guys. I'm leaving now. For real. See you next time. Okay? Yeah, kiss. Love you. Bye.